You can come sit with me by the fire. I love to cozy up by a fire. As always, I have my tea. I have my water. I have some Kleenex just in case I need that. And I have you. So, yeah, Saturday by the fire. And I actually made a video about how to build a proper fire because it's a real art to build a fire. And I love a fire in a fireplace. In fact, I have some lavender that I usually throw into the fireplace to create the ambiance. Because it's all about the ambiance, you know. Meg is here, Meg. I got a little music in the back too. I did it just because, you know, it's Saturday night. We're going to keep it open and just kind of a freestyle. It's Saturday. I'm not in the streets. I'm not in the club. I'm not at the bar. I'm here with y'all. I'm here with you by the fire. I got some peach tea. I have my sparkling water. And by the fire, Mag. You know, where else would we be? We got to be somewhere warm, but we can't just be like with the normal heat because that dries out your skin and you got to keep your skin nice and moisturized. So I made a nice fire and I'm just like in a beautiful space. So I'm here to throw out. So do you know how to build a good fire in the fireplace though, Mag, or do you let someone else do it? And I feel really good. I also was like in this mode of whatever happened before this moment doesn't matter. And I shared a piece of content about that self-belief. Of course, who taught you how to build a fire? I want to know. That ability to like transform yourself. And I'm there. I've been here for a while. But there's also that sense of like, I can't really be embarrassed. And also, I made a content about self-belief. And it was also, most people don't continue because they're afraid of the low time. And the low time is specifically when you're transitioning or the money hasn't hit. And once you make it past that, or even if you can stay in a positive mind state when things aren't as you normally have them, you're basically there. Because most people lose all sense of positivity when they're out of money. It's almost like a cheat code. Like your ability to still stay positive within yourself, because too many times you misconstrue lack of money and lack of worthiness within yourself. It's not the same. Furthermore, if you've done it right, there's people who will help. And I'm not talking about people just handing you money to help compensate. I'm speaking of sometimes people saying, listen, you need to stay with me. Here you go. And that's when you start seeing the beauty of the people around you, but the beauty of like, I'm going to keep going. And even being able to ride through these difficult times, because I'll share with you, it's been a character building experience. I don't say bad days or a bad time. It's been a character building experience. With the loss of my father, I'm really back at my parents' house helping out and just assisting, and how that can knock a lot of people off. Just the loss of someone, the loss of a parent, having to have to pick up and change locations. And it's for a worthy cause. And I would always do this. I would do this because this is why I'm speaking to you. My parents gave me the true belief in myself. When I told my dad in 2020, I'm leaving from the airline, I actually had a little bit of hesitation to tell my parents, I'm going to leave from my, thank you, Michael Lattimore. And I'm glad that I get to read your comment across the screen, because you had shared something that was very honest earlier this week. And this is why I speak. And even me being a speaker, I'm learning and I'm growing in it. Thank you, Becky865, for sharing the live. Please continue to like the live, because I want to be on a long time tonight. I do. Transparency is a big thing, because most of us, let me even change that. A lot of people do not want to share their honest truth of what's transpiring in their lives because of fear. That's it. Fear of how other people are judging them. I actually don't care, and Mag knows. When I say I don't care, I don't. Because where I am today is not where I was last year at this time. Where I was last year, or 2 years ago, it's constantly moving. So someone's judgment of me saying, yeah, after my dad died, I moved back home to help my mom and to situate the house and everything. That's a real privilege. That's a privilege. A lot of times this can knock people completely off their game. And I had shared in my live the other day, I find speaking about it is helpful, because I'm not even 2 months into this grief thing. And I like to talk about it because all of us will experience it. And a lot of times with the death of a parent, it's the fear of like, I'll never be able to move on. I'll never be able to live. I'll never be able to get over that pain. You will. Yeah, it's challenging. Yeah, I'm growing through it. Yeah, there's definitely days that are a little bit lighter than others. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Where is it afternoon for you, Terry? Are you in Australia or south of the equator? Because where I am, it's 9:15. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Coach V, for sharing the live. What I found with the loss of my father is, oh, you're in Kentucky. Okay, well then, yeah, it's nighttime. You're well into the evening. You're East Coast time. It's like, gosh darn, midnight almost. Yeah. What I found is, number one, I do have family. Now, I did not say I love to be around my family all the time. I don't. Okay, you hear me? I don't. This is a part of me growing, because I can't get away, but I love them. But I do try to get away, and I love them. And I see the beauty of family. I see the beauty of the support. I see the beauty of uplifting. I see the beauty of really that commitment that I'm always running from. I also see why I ran from commitment and and Mag. Now I'm throwing this out here. It's like a switch flipped. I went from like, I don't think I'll ever get married. I don't think I'll ever settle, to, yeah, I'm okay. I get it. Marriage does seem, yeah. And I know it's always in timing. Family does help with loss. They really do. Now, I'm also very well aware of myself. I've had therapy, I journal, I have great tools. I can go outside, I can do all these things because we're all experiencing this. The loss of my father has been a great place of sadness with us all. And I've also seen how we're all beautifully uniting through the loss and how we're all growing. And when we were doing the service, how we all came together. And I had someone who said, you know, Hope, I like you speaking. You're like the ghetto Ayanla Van Zant. And I was like, what? Okay, I'll take that as a compliment. If I'm put in that same sentence, sure, I'll take it. But it's still a challenging time. And it was challenging because I've kind of documented it here on live. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Thank you. And the beautiful thing that I learned is what we were taught. What we were taught. This is really family coming together after my father's passing. And it wasn't this long, drawn out, terrible thing. He was 76. He lived a great life. Listen, he has 5 daughters and a beautiful wife. He was probably like, give me a what, like, I'm ready to go. Like these girls, I mean, I was like, it's really funny, but there was a point when he was in the hospital and someone said, Hope, he's probably having a vacation. Like he's not around to all of these women. Like he can like sit back for a moment. So I even see that there's a lot of funny elements, and I saw the beautiful elements, and I shared this on live because we would go see my dad every day, and he was in the hospital for about a month. What's up, Mr. Stewart? He was in the hospital for give or take a month, but every time we would walk into his hospital room, his blood pressure would go down. And I was like, you may be trying to get away from us, but you love us. You see how we bring your blood pressure down? And that's what some great people do, and some great, beautiful women do. That you get the right ones, and we'll keep your blood pressure down. We'll keep you with a nice cup of tea. We'll keep you with some delicious food. You know, we keep... There's some of us out here that we are real assets, okay? And I see how my father added to us to be assets. I know I'm an asset, okay? I know I'm a catch. That's why you can't catch me. And I'm not kidding. I do know what I just love myself. And that's why... Soon. And speaking of that, let's talk about dating a little. Because who the heck are you guys dating? I see so much content on this app, and a lot of times I say, what gremlins are you dating? Yeah, I'm not kidding, Isla. You know I'm not. Boy, oh boy. I have a great picker because what's up? Good evening to no one. Okay. This is controversial, but sometimes it's you. And why'd you block York? York is okay. York always comes in here. Maybe he was trying to be funny, Mag, but oh well, this is what happened. I have a good picker with the gentlemen who have been in my life. But who are you guys dating that are causing these huge shifts in your life where it's like terrible? I actually, my last relationship, and again, let me clarify this because clarification is great. Mag, that's all right. I support you in everything you do. Thank you, Chris. Me too. I love the fire, and I'm a fire sign. I'm really fiery. So fire meets fire. You see. After my last relationship and after any breakup, I give myself 1 year. 1 year to just sort through and release or cry or do what I want. Then my last relationship, and when I say relationship, that means I am in a monogamous relationship for 1 year or longer. Okay, this isn't dating. This isn't we're going out to eat. We're actually in a relationship. So that relationship was some Chris, check your words. Let me call you in and not call you out. Check your words. No one did anything to the dating pool. It may have to be your perspective, number one, but why is it always the others? And maybe it is time for you to just be on your own. I don't know. I'm never really pressed to have someone. And when I do, it's great. But I don't think the dating pool is terrible because I'm not going to have that outlook to start. I'm not going to say dating is horrible and I'm going to date. No, for me, it's not. For me, it's great. And this is someone who hasn't been in a relationship for several years purposely. I am not going to enter into a monogamous relationship until I know that it feels right. You see? Exactly, Isla. I understand. For you, Michael Lattimore, you talking to already the needle in the haystack. So what I'm trying to share with you is even that outlook, because I'm very meticulous about my words, I won't even joke like that because that means there's some truth for it for me, and I don't want that to be my reality. I don't speak on things that I don't want to be in my reality. And it may take some renegotiation of your outlook. What is dating to you? Are you just going out and eating with someone until you figure out that it is right for you guys to say you're mine and I'm yours? I don't know. A lot of y'all have some very, very skewed outlooks on a relationship. And I saw a pretty good example of what it is with my parents. So I know what it can be. And I know I'm a menace in these streets as well. So I may be the ones that y'all are running from as well. But it all is honestly how you look at it. Sometimes it's you. Most of the times it's you. Let me tell you, a lot of you guys aren't the catches you think you are. I've had conversations with people and I've said, this person is so unaware. I don't think they're really aware of themselves. I don't think I'm not scolding you, Chris. Chris, I'm not scolding you. And if I did, I would do it with a smile, okay? I had a friend who said, Hope, I'm working on myself. I said, how? She said, well, I'm just working on like some of the things about me. I said, which is what? Well, you don't even know what you're working on. So you're telling me something that if you don't have the goal of what you're working on, you're just saying meaningless words. How do you know you're working on it? How do you know it's improving? What are the parameters to gauge that you've gotten better? Or are you just saying this so people can hear it and believe the lies that you're telling yourself? You have to get to a point where if you say, I'm working on myself, what does that mean? Does that mean you're working on your physique? Does that mean you're working on understanding yourself? Does that mean you're working on your triggers or traumas or things that have happened in your life that you carry with you? Does that mean that you're working on the outline of the relationship that you want? Or are you going into every single relationship the same like you have been for the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Well, then, Chris, then the people that show up in our lives are always mirroring a part of us. They're always mirroring a part of us. Exactly. There's a lot of great people out there. It could be you who's not that great. I'm being serious. Some of y'all need to stop thinking that the dating pool is so terrible and understand you're one of the terribles. There is a gentleman I met when I was at a Toastmasters conference in Nashville. I think this was 2 years ago. And I said, well, what? Thank you, JD, for the rose. I said, thank you, JD. Okay, then don't. Then don't. I say the same thing. I don't settle. I've never settled. But it's never anything hard to find. I'm not searching for anything. Everything comes to me. But this young man said, I asked him, so if this were to progress to a relationship, what are your expectations? Okay, here's the thing. Do not tell me how bad it is in my life. Because you're talking to the creme de la creme. So y'all just looking in the wrong places. I know you're finding all the gremlins and the worst people, but constantly saying there's lack of quality is even shutting off to the possibility of the quality that is there. Because 100% of people aren't terrible. Okay? And it's not even about perfection. I don't know what your outline is. And I will agree, we all have different parameters for what we're looking for. I had a really great set of parents. And this is also why I'm content within myself. And I know it's out there for me. I will never say there's nothing out there. It's all bad. There's billions of people in this world. There's billions of people in this world. And if you continue, exactly, Robert. Who said I'm single? Chris. But I think it also takes that change of perspective of saying, I may have found things that weren't right for me, and I know the right person or persons or relationship or partnership is available for me. And in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy life and know that it's making its way to me, and that's it. That's it. To constantly say there's nothing out there, then what is that saying about you? Because that would include you. And this is a part of my positivity thing. I'm not with it. I'm not with constantly saying the lack. I'm not with constantly saying how nothing. No, for you, not for me. Not for me. Maybe it'll take a different approach. Maybe it will take some more work on myself. Maybe it will take therapy. Maybe it will take me writing the list of exactly what I want in my partnership. But to constantly say it's a terrible dating pool, well, you're a part of that too. So the least you could say is, I'm the greatest, but everything else is terrible. Can we start there? And back to the gentleman who I had said, what would you want if this progressed to a long-term relationship? And now I knew this guy for maybe 48 hours. I don't know, Michael. You're asking the wrong person. The fear of commitment, you're asking me that? Oh, I don't know. When you find out, tell me. Um, and it's not really a fear of commitment. I don't know if that's I I'm not I'm not the complete answer isn't with me right now, Michael. But this gentleman said, if we were to get to a long term relationship, what I'm looking for is physical intimacy at least 5 days a week. And I was like, wow, okay, I'm open to your honesty. I, I, I don't, okay, I don't know if that is like the immediate thing to be looking for. However, that's from my perspective. Great. And I replied, I said, well, what about if I wanted 7 days a week? But you just said 5 days a week, so I would say no. And he said, well, no, if it was 7 days a week, that would work too. You don't even know what you're saying. You're just saying anything. Thank you, protected peace. I am. That's why I say I don't have a problem with dating. I've never had any issues finding exceptional suitors because I've lived a great life. I've traveled, I know myself. I'm very confident. I'm confident with my boundaries. I'm confident with the boundaries of my space, my body, my thoughts, my mind, and I'm also open for people to share. I'm not jumping on you and judging you. But I don't know if most people really know what it takes to be in a committed, happy, healthy relationship. Are you, Chris? Yeah, he crashed, man. I was like, yo, you're talking about, okay, what else? And I think by that time, I was like, all right, well, this is a wash because it's not going to get to that point. Physical intimacy, that's going to take a long time. And I'm okay with that. I think a lot of times the belief is a relationship is just someone that I'm intimate with and then we talk and go to dinner. It's far more than that. And I've seen that with my parents. Let's talk about what most people fear, which is cheating. What about if you marry someone and they take your life savings and go gamble it away? What about if you marry someone and this is the love of your life and then they get in an accident and they're paralyzed from the neck down? Are you going to stay? What about if this is a love of your life and then they say they actually want to have surgery to change their genders? What about that? How do you continue with that? Of course it is. Of course it is. I agree completely, Robert. I just, number one, don't know. I'm completely comfortable with myself. I'm open to hearing another person's perspective. But are you? Are you truly open to hearing another person's perspective? Or are you just open to hearing another person's perspective to judge them and tell them how wrong their perspective is? I love to travel. I was a flight attendant for 15 years. Yeah, but what is the unexpected? You can say expect the unexpected, but how far does that go? because I always say there's conditions. As much as people say love is unconditional, there's conditions. Well, great, because I should have you smiling and laughing and saying, like, look at that hope. She is something else, because I am, okay? Um, my last relationship was great until I said, this isn't great for me anymore. This probably isn't healthy for me. And this isn't just of the other person. This is both. I don't ever believe it's just one person. Um, and I have not been in a committed relationship since. Now, I've been spoiled by the men that I've been with. So he kind of set the bar quite high. So it would be difficult just to jump into anything. Thank you, Chris. Oh, look at you. Look at you throwing out. Now, if a man comes up here, now you got me all off my tangent and says, baby, your eyebrows is looking good. You got my attention. Because they do. I was just looking at them like, oh, okay. Huh? Thank you, Chris. Okay, you said you were an exceptional suitor. All right, I see you, Chris. I see you. um, Chris took the thought from me. Just type out "you're welcome" though, because that shortening of words is like a peeve of mine. So what was I saying about that last relationship? Oh, now let me add to this. I know I'm a catch. That gentleman, we were in a. I know. Exactly. It's a trade off. I separated from the relationship. We were living in London at the time. You know what, Meg? We ain't doing all of that. No. It wasn't that it wasn't good for me. It was, there were several things from both of us. It wasn't just overnight. It wasn't just like, this is bad, I have to leave. This was like a 5-year relationship. So there was things in me that I had to grow into. And once we separated, I had relocated. Hi, handsome. I had came back to the U.S. and a year later, he sold his penthouse and moved to the U.S. to grab my heart. And I was like, whoa, why'd you? Good job, Hope. That shows something about me. If someone's going to change countries, sell the penthouse and everything to try to grab Hope's heart. But in Hope fashion, I just moved again. But thank you, Robert. No, Chris, he's not blocking you. He's not. It's a joke because Mag thinks that I'm the one for him. So you may be stepping on his toes a bit. And I shared all that to say there was so much I learned from that last relationship. I learned about my codependency. I learned about gender roles or how I expected a man to show up, how I expected myself to show up, what I expected short term, long term, how I wanted someone to comfort me, how I wanted someone to show me affection in different ways, not just rubbing my arm or hugging me, but maybe preparing my tea or holding the door. Yeah, every day. You do, Mag. And what I learned was I was trying to recreate my parents. And I am not my parents. I am Hope. So I had to go and dismantle some beliefs that, like, don't work for me. As much as I saw a great partnership, I have to build what I want and understand that maybe the gender roles aren't as strict for me. All right, Terry. I believe it takes more than love for myself, but who, I don't know. You're asking me that. I wouldn't know anyway. Okay, sure. Yes, it comes, everything, it did come naturally. I'm not saying anything was forced, but also, I think I like to think that sometimes both men and women have both been sold a story that isn't necessarily true for either side. And where it starts is us asking questions to ourselves and maybe the other person, and really having honest conversations that are uncomfortable. Love is great, sure, but this whole concept of love is a relatively new thing. People just used to marry, and I'm talking about 80 years ago. Let's say 80 years ago. Not even 80, because that's not too far. Let's talk about the turn of the century, so in the early 1900s and before. Marriage was not about love. Marriage was about a woman being able to survive, because how else were you going to survive? You couldn't get a job, you couldn't do anything. Of course, you wouldn't lover boy, but you wouldn't be able to get in, so there would be no pulling out. You think you could, please, please, please. You gotta understand that too. You wouldn't even be let in, so there's no way for you not to pull out. So there you go. Thank you, Mag. Um, that concept of love, yeah, is something new. And what is love to you? Is it just that feeling of giddiness? Is it that feeling of I have this person for the rest of my life? Is it every time we smile at each other, we just feel great? I have been in love. I think it's great. I love love. Let me tell you something. I'm actually far more sensitive than I let on. I've probably been running because I am really cuddly and soft and sensitive. And there is another realm where I probably have like 6 kids and pickle vegetables all day. And I still love to pickle vegetables and cook and all of those things. For myself to be transparent, I always knew that I wanted to find who I am in this world before I start a partnership, because that fear of regret, I think, overtook me. And that's why I say, oh yeah, well now it's open. I could easily go forward. Because I've seen everything. I've traveled the world on my own. I've moved into different places on my own. I've lived around the world on my own. I've done a lot of things on my own. So being with someone else is not a fear and not something I would run from. But it took all of this time. It sure did. And it also took the experience of relationships and the discomfort and hush, Mag, hush. Be quiet, be quiet. um, and after my father's death, it was almost like maybe like I'm ready. It really shifted me. It really shifted me completely. Um, it shifted me in the space of I'm really courageous to be out in the world completely as hope. Do I believe? Yeah, completely. Yeah. My parents, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I've seen a lot of really gentleness. I told this gentleman when we started communicating, because I won't even say dating. I won't even give a lot of people the title of we dated. A lot of y'all are giving people too many titles too quickly, and you jump into things because probably you just don't like being on your own. But I had told him I like communication. I didn't see people yelling, screaming, cussing, bopping each other upside their head with cast iron skillets. I saw my parents sitting down talking out things. I saw them talking to us. I saw them sharing things that were going on. So that's the type of communication, and that's how communication plays a role in my relationships. But if you had not seen that, that would seem out of this world. Like there's never a time that you will ever call me out of my name. If you cannot self-regulate, you won't even be attracted to me. You won't. Because I don't do that. And I actually don't understand. I see that a lot on this app, even jokingly, about physically assaulting their partner or talking down to their partner or belittling their partner. I didn't see that, and I don't believe that's love. I don't believe that's respect, and I don't believe that that is a way to communicate with someone that you hold dearly to your heart. If you are that upset, and I shared this with this gentleman, I will say, you know what, I need a moment. And I'm okay with you saying, hope I need a moment, or I need a day, I need to figure it out. You do that. But there is no of this cursing or raising your voice. I don't even like that. And I think that's a little bit in my genetics from my father being in war. I am adverse to violence and like loud yelling. I don't do it. I don't do well with it. And I also wasn't around it as a child. So you have to understand if I tell this to you and this is all you saw in your childhood, how are you supposed to learn that skill? How do you feel that you could be able to meet that requirement? How do you believe that you would be able to say, hope, okay, I don't know how to do that. How do I learn that skill? Because what I learned from my parents, to me, ultimately a partnership is a foundation. If we are together, we are a foundation. We are creating. We are creating a foundation for us, for a family, if we would like. We are building a sturdy foundation that we can build upon. This is even why I'm back at my parents' house, well, beside my father passing away. But my parents always said, you can always come back home. You can always come back home. My parents never said, you're 18, get your butt out the house and never come back. No. When you're ready, you go. If you need to come back, you come back. That's it. And I'm sharing this because if you had not heard this, or if this was not your experience, how does this make you feel when someone shares this with you? Do you feel uncomfortable? Do you feel like I could never be in something like this? Because I'm calm and patient because I ain't going back and forth with you. I sure am not. Listen, I can be passionate. Let's not get it twisted. Of course, protected peace. Aggression is completely different from passionate. Aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. Let me tell you, the definition of aggressive is ready or likely to attack or confront. That is in no way the same as passion. I have a very high IQ, and I have a high emotional intelligence. For you even to relate the two, I question you. Because aggression and passion, I don't see how they could be, I don't know how they could be in the same family. How aggression, let me just tell you the definition of aggressive: ready or likely to attack or confront, characterized or resulting from aggression. Similar words are hostile, belligerent, antagonistic. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all really think that everybody else is the problem? It's you. It's you. And I'm going to say this too. Some of you guys, some people really think they're intelligent. You're not. You're not. So, the definition of passion is strong and barely controllable emotion. Strong and barely controllable emotion. With respect to a person or thing. So I'm passionate when I speak. I am really passionate when I speak. However, you can tell me because you hear me speak all the time. What would you like to speak about? Perspectives matter. I can be very passionate when I speak. Do you hear aggressiveness when I speak? Because, as I said, aggressive is ready or likely to attack or confront, characterized by or resulting from aggression. Now, you can aggressively pursue something, so I can see how that, let me take a step back. I can see how aggressively pursuing a passion or a goal can be misconstrued with passionately approaching a goal. Yeah! Do you want to join, Keith? I just saw you come on. I know it's so soothing. I would love for you to come on if you want to come on. I'm sitting by the fire. I have some tea. And we're talking about actually passion and aggression. Because what... You do want to come on? Sure thing. Is that yes? Because I'll invite you on, please. We can talk. Yeah. Y'all need to understand, let me tell you, some of y'all are the problem. Stop thinking you're the catch. Some of you are the problem. Some of you are the problem. Some of you are the problem. And let me see. I'm seeing Keith. Oh, you would have to go live, but I can still like have you on, and you can. See, it's a little bit different. Guess. Can you hear me?
Oh, I'm on. Am I on?
Keith. See, you would have to go live.
Oh, you mean to get a split
Live?
screen, right?
Exactly. You would have to go live, and when you go live, then I'll invite you. Do you want to do that?
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Okay, bye. So that's what he's going to do, because then we can really have. Let me disconnect with you. Yeah, I know the difference. Let me go back to this. I know the difference between passion and aggression. This is what I love about life, because it's never to bring anyone into an uncomfortable space. But as a speaker, knowing the definition of words means everything. And in reality, I will always say this, everything's made up. Everything is made up in life. So you could just say, orange now means passion. Oh, okay. At one time, it meant something else. So there's that. But when Keith comes on, and this is another speaker friend of mine, we will speak more about this. Mag, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Because this is why I say some of y'all are the ones that you're complaining about in the dating pool. You are. You are. But that's okay. We can always grow. We can always grow. And that's why whenever I get out of a relationship, I say, let me reevaluate. Where can I grow? What do I not want to do in the next relationship? Where do I need to strengthen myself? And I know in my last relationship, I saw I need to work on my codependency. That was powerful and painful to say, whoa, I have some codependency that I have to address. And I sometimes it's about control. I had some insecurities. There was a lot of things, but I take relationships as my biggest teacher. My biggest teacher. I can learn so much from being in. So, Keith, we are back.
We
So,
back.
yes, I'm
We
in
are
front of the
back, and
fire.
you
We
have
were
the back.
talking. Okay, hopefuls, Mag. This is Keith, who was on my live earlier this week, and we speak together. He's a wonderful speaker. Met him in Toastmasters. We will be doing some events, but we're great friends as well. The color of the fireplace and the color of your wall are like the same.
Yeah, you have the virtual background in real life.
Yeah, and it's not yeah, it's a real background.
The
Yeah.
real life version of the virtual background that everyone wants.
Well, yeah, man, I'd like to say I have the real life that everybody wants, okay? Don't
Ooh,
get me
ooh.
started, Keith. Don't
Only hope. Only hope.
So, what we were talking about was someone came on my live. We were talking about relationships, and a lot of people had said,
What topic?
just a minute, protected peace. I'm an ex-athlete, and passion is an aspect of our. Yeah, that I
Oh,
understand.
okay, athlete in the building.
Huh?
I said, okay, athlete in the building.
Yes. Listen, we're all
What
athletes.
sport? Ask him
I'm
what
an
sport.
athlete
What sport
myself.
did he play?
Huh?
I'm saying, ask him. I want to know what sport he played.
Yeah, what sport did you play, Protected Peace? So he asked me, do I know the difference? I'll have to look at the comment. Do I know the difference between
Say some
aggression and passion? And I had to define the
the difference
words
between
because
passion
I
and what?
wait a minute, let me find it exactly. So,
Oh, aggression.
because yeah, I immediately knew the definition of one of the words. So he asked, do you see yourself able to discern between passion and aggression? And to be completely honest, I was kind of shocked because I see how they can be considered almost the same thing. But
Mhm.
aggression is like, to me, when I think of aggression, it's like violence. Like it's you never you can never hear passion and be afraid. But if someone says I was passionately talking to them, that has a completely different feeling than I was aggressively talking to them.
Mm.
And let me tell you, the definition of aggressive is ready or likely to attack or confront, characterized by or resulting from aggression. And
Yeah.
some of the similar words are hostile, antagonistic, belligerent.
Right. But as an athlete, he's probably talking about that kind of like passionate aggression that we display. And I think it's a mix in sports. It's a mix of passion and aggression. When especially, I can't even say especially male athletes because female athletes are very can be very aggressive as well. But sometimes
Yeah.
it's a mix of both. I remember my center from my basketball team. He was super passionate, but he was also really aggressive. So he liked to leave. He liked to let people know that he was there. And so when you play with him, you're gonna leave. But if you play close with him, if you're a center, you're gonna be banged up a little bit because he's gonna hit you. And he doesn't
Yeah.
care if he gets that foul. He just wants to make sure that other center knows, like, hey, I'm the boss. So he kinking, elbowing guys, and doing all kind of stuff. But he was passionate, but he was definitely also aggressive. So it's a
Well, that
difference.
would be aggressive, though. That would be aggressive.
Yeah,
And
it's a difference.
I'm an athlete as well. If you're physically, well, that's in the definition, ready to attack. If you actually attack, that is aggression. I
Yeah.
also see like aggressively pushing yourself in sports. When I was a runner or a basketball player, I played water polo. Like
Mm,
that's a really aggressive sport. I mean, you get your bathing suit torn off you underneath the water. Girls are kicking each other in the crotch. I mean, it is aggressive, but I am passionate about anything I do athletically. I'm passionate about life.
right.
Um, and he said discern. What's up, Anne? Hold on. By definition, okay. So one Mag, who's one of my top hopefuls, he said by definition they are opposites. However, they trigger the same emotional receptors. I concur, Mag. And then Terry Colson said, passion can become aggressive in a loving way. No. Uh-uh. If you get aggressive with me, that ain't love. I can
In a
tell you that
loving
right now,
way.
Terry. Exit that way. We ain't doing aggression. We can do passionate. I love a man that's passionate. But if you're aggressive with me, I will become afraid and I
I
will
think
put up
that's that
a
toxic.
barrier.
That's that
That's
toxic
tough.
stuff.
That is not okay, sir. That is
Yeah,
not
that's that
okay,
toxic
Terry.
stuff.
Don't you
Some
dare.
people like it, but it's not. That's not
Like,
cool.
I like a little bit of roughness, okay? But we like passion. We don't do aggression. And if you get aggressive with me, I have goons to handle that. I don't do these things myself, but somebody's gonna handle you, okay? But you mean aggressive in a loving way? Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Some women say if he don't hit me, he don't love me.
I know people who've said that, but they also grew up in homes with domestic violence. So that is a whole nother subject that I have compassion for because we ain't hitting. As I said, if you raise your voice, I'm already we. If you cannot emotionally regulate, you won't even be able to get that close to me. Period. You know. But nah, we ain't doing that. You ain't hitting me, cause then people disappear.
Ooh,
I
taken,
mean, I would never indicate myself. I would never do these things,
taken.
man. As in the heat of the moment, Terry, this is what I'm talking about.
Terry, you got Hope getting aggressive right now. I haven't
Terry,
heard I haven't heard this
Terry,
side of Hope yet.
yeah, Terry,
Terry, you bringing up the hot topics.
yeah, Terry, in the heat of the moment, if you cannot regulate yourself, uh, I remember I had an issue like this. I was in a relationship, and his tone became aggressive, and I never saw that in my home, so it does frighten me. It really frightens me. I turn into like a scared child. So that may be a pain point that you're pushing in me right now. But if in the heat of the moment you are not able to understand that maybe it's time for me to step away, uh, man, you got to watch out because I won't do anything, but I do have some young boys to take care of that.
Young boys, Hope got them hitters.
Yeah, and
You got
thank you. And
them
said,
hopeful
Terry, I
hitters.
got my eye on you because you ain't we ain't doing any of that.
Them
No.
them hopeful hitters.
We ain't doing any of that type of no.
Thanks
We
for
do
liking the
passion.
live, Kev.
Yeah. So if there's any other questions, I guess I was kind of doing a relationship talk ish, but I don't know if I'm the correct person to be speaking about
Why?
relationships.
Why? Why would you say that?
It would have been consented. I would never force anyone. What are you consenting to? And Terry,
Why are you
what the heck are we
disqualifying
talking
yourself,
about?
Hope?
Huh?
Why are you disqualifying yourself from talking about relationships?
No, actually, I think I'm great at relationships. I know how to pick great people. Thank you, 5 star Kev.com for the follow. Is that a Bahamian flag?
Yeah. He just hop up from my side to your side.
As he should. As he should. Listen, that's
Five
what we're
star
doing on
Kev,
this
you're a
Saturday
traitor,
night
bro.
by the
You're
fire.
a traitor.
No, he loves us both. Good morning, Valentine. I think I'm great at relationships because y'all tell me some stuff and I'm like, how did that even happen? Um, I know how to pick people well, but I also had a good father, and my mom is like a really she taught me some things. So I'm not going to be cussing anyone out. Thank you. Do you see that?
Oh, you got
The-
tassels. You got
this
ta-
is like,
you got
I
them
love, huh?
you got them tassels on there.
Yeah, I have my tassels. It's very fun.
You got them what they call those? They have a word for those.
What
I don't remember.
tassels?
Tassels is one word. Then you also got these it's like a religious thing, like it means something, but I can't remember.
Okay. Okay,
Hebrew
whenever you remember it.
Hebrew Israelites wear those, but I know that's not the reason you're wearing it. But the Hebrew Israelite guys, they wear those. You
Okay,
know?
wait a minute. Are you talking about the black Israelites?
Yeah, those
Or
guys.
the
They
Hebrew
wear
or the Orthodox? I mean, we could
the
that's
black
so
the
funny
black
because
guys.
I was at my friend's house yesterday who's now Orthodox Jewish, and it was such a cool time because I randomly walked by her house and I was with my friend who's transgender. And I was like,
Ooh.
hey, let's go stop at my friend's house. And she was like, okay. And very wild, wild west. Yeah, it's a Brazilian designer. Um, so we stopped at her house. We'd been friends since we were 12 years old. She is a lesbian who now lives in Jerusalem and actually does activism work for the LGBTQ plus community. And it was like this, it was like every color of the rainbow. It was me, my friend who's trans, my Orthodox Jewish lesbian friend, her wife, and their daughter. And we had a lovely meal and laughed for like 3 hours.
Nice.
Yeah. So, what's
Very
going on
good.
with you, Keith? Tell me,
Right.
update me as we're sitting by the fire.
Wait. Well, thanks for sending the rose. Pink Lotus. You know, I don't know nothing about TikTok. So what does that
You
mean?
getting gifts? How lovely. Where
What
my
does that
gifts
mean?
at? I put up my flames because I'm by the fire. And I have some music in the background.
I'm
This
just
is actually
eating some peanut.
some peanuts. My dad loved that. This is my favorite part of this song. Mag, do you know that song?
We need some little like switch it up, DJ.
You got rap, Keith?
Switch it up, DJ. Switch it up, DJ. Give me something else. Give me
I
something else,
love
DJ.
holding hands.
Give me something else, DJ. It's not Valentine yet.
What?
It's not Valentine yet, DJ. Couple more days.
You won't? Wait a minute. What'd you say?
It's not Valentine's yet, DJ. Switch it up. Switch it up.
Wait a minute. This song is called I Effin' Hate You. Okay?
That sounds so romantic.
Well, yeah, until you hear the lyrics. But yeah, it kind of talks about love, and I do love holding hands. I love holding hands like this. I love when someone opens the door, because then I'm like,
Yeah, you effing hate him, right?
what?
That's what the song name, right? You hate him, right?
I don't think I've ever said that about a man. Listen, I don't know. People might have said that about me, but I've never said like I hate you. I never want to see you again. No, I've never said that. I've never said that. In fact, I've just said, okay, this is over, and then I fly away and move out of the country.
You never sing. That's what I said. Don't mean shit now. Never sing that song to nobody.
What song is that?
I don't know why I like you so much.
Who is that from?
Forget what I said. Don't mean shit now.
Oh gosh, that song is terrible. Yeah, no. F
That's
you,
a real
you.
heartbreak
I
song.
don't want you back. Yeah, no.
Pink
I
Lotus,
haven't had that.
Pink Lotus laughing at that one. Who's Pink Lotus? Why does this look like my little cousin? No, that's not my cousin.
Yeah, so Valentine's Day is coming up, which I actually don't. When someone opens the door, it gives you the chance to shine. That's right. That's what Valentine on my side said. I do like that. I do like a door being opened. It's not like if you don't do it, I'm going to cuss you out. I appreciate it. I appreciate especially a car door and you giving me your hand. I love, because I travel, I am strong because I have to be. But in a relationship, I'd rather do nothing. Like, hold my bag, hold the tickets, put my bag up. I love all of that. I'm definitely not the person to say, I could do it all. I'll carry my bag. No, take my bag, put it in the overhead. all of that.
Hope is the girl that has it all,
Yeah,
and then dates the guy who has it all,
yeah.
and then does nothing with her all, and and stacks it up while you treat her.
Yeah. See, Valentine said, I love holding hand. Have I had anyone who didn't like holding hand? No, there was someone who wanted to hold my hand a bit too much, and I was like,
I
chill.
was, I was a little sweaty. What? Why? What's the problem? Why did what was that?
I think it was towards the end where I was like, I'm ready to end this. So it was for me. And I just was probably looking at other people as we were walking. So again, I'm usually the bad guy. I'm usually the one that the song is written about because I've been a beast. Let me tell you, I've
Oh,
been.
you
I could. I'll tell you. I'd tell a man
you
whatever
see
he
how
wants to hear.
you're gonna
Whatever you want to hear, I'm gonna tell you.
you're gonna always have to be the one to bring up your any of your bad guy stories. I will never, I will never bring up
I don't
anything
believe you have a bad guy story, Keith.
that implements you in any way.
No, I don't think you have a bad guy story. Like
Me, I'm so happy you said that. I am
yeah,
so happy you said it because I have this quote. I just changed it from my bio. I've been just playing around with my Instagram bio recently, and I just moved this quote that said, "Everyone's a villain in someone's story." All right,
that's true.
and I fell in love with it. I'll never forget the quote. I don't know where I heard, how I heard it. It was maybe 2 weeks ago, but everyone's a villain in someone's story. So I definitely think I'm a bad guy to some, as at least a
I
couple.
know I am, and I brag about it. I didn't care. I'm out here evening the playing field. Used to, not anymore.
Used to.
But yeah, boy, oh boy. I remember my dad told me, hope, and she broke his heart. I was like, Dad, listen, it wasn't purpose. It wasn't on purpose, okay? But I'm no longer that person.
What? You remind me of that guy who said he's the liver, but he really wasn't. I don't like mayonnaise no more. I'm the liver.
I'm glad he
Are
got
you
his shine
really?
for that.
Are you really James
Well,
though?
listen, if we talking about, do you want to have that conversation about the church? Do you like
Are
public
you?
displays of affection? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Unless I'm like out. If I'm at an event, I'm not going to be kissing you before I take the stage. But outside of that, yes. Yeah. But sometimes guys do that just to be like, she's mine.
Yeah, someone told me about a story like that. That guy was never like a PDA kind of person, but when he saw her getting attention from certain guys, he like flipped and he was like all about this PDA, everything. So it really wasn't him, but he was trying to kind of mark his territory in a sense.
He was insecure, which a lot of you guys are. If you are, you do stop dealing with these really beautiful, charismatic women. We will drive you to the edge. And I don't have any stories about that. I've never had a man who's like, don't go out looking beautiful. That's ridiculous. Come on now. But
I I had a girlfriend who
I
not
have, okay, here's a funny story. I,
mhm,
no, I don't want to share that story. I'll do it at a different time.
no. Well, I share one of mine. I had this girlfriend in school in college. She dressed so nice, and like she just never like had like a chill day. Like I would ask her like she'll be getting ready. I'd be like, hey, where you going? She'd be like, I going to the bank. And I'm like, you going to the bank? Like you getting all dressed up? Like you look like you going out like to meet someone. But that was kind of her. Like every time she stepped out, and that's not me at all. I guess I'm not a woman, so I don't know. But maybe I could try a little harder. But she is always on point. Like You would think
As she should be.
she's going somewhere like to meet people, to have lunch. She always ready for a pop-up brunch. And that's something
Yeah.
I always admired about her.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah. If I'm leaving, I'm always tip top. Come on now.
Listen, if I go right to the food store, rough,
Why? Hello, Nikki Style. Do you with let's see,
rough.
Valentine. I had issues with my ex-wife who refused to dress up even though I was pushing for it. Well, that's why she's your ex-wife.
This is not, disclaimer, this is
Keith.
not the place to come when you're looking for the soft answers.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I don't even know how I a lot of people are just married but they don't like each other.
Mm.
You just don't want to be alone. That's yeah, I say, well, I try to be compassionate. And it depends where you catch me. Sometimes I actually just say it without
Filter.
running it through my PR filter. But the truth is, that's why you said she's your ex-wife now.
And the
There
truth
might have
hurts
been a
sometimes.
you want to be married, right, Keith?
I do.
Why?
Call me there. Got him.
No, I'm just asking why.
I want to find somebody that that I love enough to want to spend the rest of my life with, and I feel I could build a life with, share a life with. That's the main thing, to share life with someone amazing, and to come home to someone every day and build a family and all that good stuff. Honestly, I just want to be able to share life with someone. I look at how tough life is and how fun it is and how cool it is, and just to be able to have a person to have that with, to share that with, I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, almost having a another person to witness life with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. There's an element that would love a companion for that and to travel with. The biggest thing for me is traveling. And
Travel.
that was an element of why there was a disconnect with me and a previous partner because I love that. You don't have to buy me a bag. I love an experience. Let's go away. And if that's not something that is of your liking, it may be an issue, and I don't see myself getting past that because travel has been such a passion for me. So if it's not something you enjoy or choose to do, I would not continue to pursue the relationship.
Mm. We gotta be able to hop on the plane, baby,
Yeah, on the jet, let's go.
because I love to fly.
Yes, let's go. Okay, let's go.
That was my southern accent, by the way. Is it southern? That's right.
Yeah, the southern US. Yeah, yeah. But that's really like New Orleans. Like, hey, baby, that's New Orleans.
What's the
My
difference between your deep accent and New Orleans?
New Orleans has quite a, or Louisiana has quite a history. My great grandmother was from there, who is originally from France. I mean, Louisiana was once owned by the French, baby. Yeah.
Oh,
So they have a different accent from like Georgia, which whereas Atlanta is, Mag would know about that. Texas has a different accent. It's all different dialects. It's like the different dialects of the Caribbean. So a Bayesian will speak different than a Bahamian. A Bahamian will speak different than someone from Trinidad. Someone from Trinidad will speak different than someone from,
Jamaica. You see
yeah,
it?
Jamaica. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and some of it I can't really understand if you're like in deep south. I'm like, huh? What? But my accent, I don't, is
You
weird.
wouldn't
It's mixed
you
up.
wouldn't understand my part then.
I'll always just, GA in the house. Yeah, I know. I will always just listen. I don't even hear accents anymore. Most of the time, I'm just concentrating on the words.
My part
Some
would
say
think.
opposites. Huh?
My part would think.
Your pack would think? Is that like my family, my people will think?
No, my patois is stink.
Oh, your patois.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Which
That means it's just
varies
bad.
from
It's
different.
like bad. Like you wouldn't be able to understand it.
Yeah, patois. It would take me at least 3 months in the country to actually kind of pick it up. You know.
Yeah, patois is
He
bad.
Terry said some say opposites attract. Do you believe that?
Opposites attract to some degree. Yeah, not
Yeah,
not too not too opposite though.
my dad said they say opposites attract, but it's not true. Similarities attract.
Yeah, because maybe opposites in some areas, like some specific, very specific areas. But if you like Buddhist and I'm Catholic, that probably not gonna attract. Like
That could work on the Buddhist side. I don't know if it would work on the Catholic side.
yeah. So it's like people need to have things in common, like introverts versus extroverts. I don't know why people do that. Like that don't make sense. You don't have to be too loud. People who like to shout a lot, but like if you like to go out and I like to stay inside, that don't even make sense if you ask me. Because when I
That
want to go
works for
out,
me.
why am I with
I
somebody
think that
that
can work.
hmm?
I think that could work.
It could work, is it like the best match? If I want to go out and you never want to go, then where do we meet in the middle? Or if every time we go out, you wishing we were home.
Yeah, well, let's see. Mag said not total opposites, but in other areas, our opposites may complement each other and thus balance. I think it's all balance because I'll go out if it's an event where I need to be out, but I'm not out. If someone likes to go out, I'm not opposed to that. Like, I actually really don't care. I want you to be exactly you. Now, if you ask me to always come out, like I said earlier with this other gentleman that I met when I was at the Toastmasters conference in Tennessee, he said, Hope, I have seasons tickets to every sporting event in Nashville because I hold tickets for the football team, the basketball team, all of that. And I said, okay, I don't even know any athletes unless it's like Michael Jordan. You could be the biggest athlete right now. I don't know who you are. I've never actually even been into athletes. I like the owners of the team. Um, but
Oh, white guys. Anyway, okay.
no, I don't care about anything other than the person.
They're like 90.
I don't care about any of
They're
that. I
like
care
90
about what
hope.
you are.
I'm not
I
talking about the race, but those guys, I'm talking about the age. They're like 90, most of them.
I don't know. Listen, we ain't going there. Let me get back on the subject. So I said, and yeah, I don't have that daddy issue. So I wouldn't be with someone 20 years my senior. 10 years would be tops. So I said, okay, I don't go out. So how often do you go to these games? He says, I go to a game every weekend. all year, sometimes two on Saturday, every Saturday. I said, okay, I can give you one weekend out of the month. And I'm being completely honest. You're asking me to be around all these people to go to a game where I don't even like the gosh darn game. I can comfortably say I could go to one game a month. That I could give. Now, I may go to two or three, but I'm not going to guarantee that. I can guarantee I will go to one. I'm all about that type of compromise. But who the hell has that much time? Two gay? Absolutely not, man. Absolutely not. Uh,
He living the
but I'm going to
dream.
work. Huh?
He's living the dream.
That guy, well, that he thought he was. He thought he was. He couldn't keep up with Hope, so I had to tell him in a very nice way, this is not going to develop into a long-term relationship, and I wish you all the best. However, this isn't going to continue into a long-term relationship. And that's what I said, and he did not take that very kindly and proceeded to get aggressive, and I said I did the right thing.
Yeah, you did. Sometimes it's only in those tough situations when you really see the true colors.
Oh, I see the true colors pretty quickly, man. That's why I said some of y'all think you are a catch, and you're not. You're not a catch. You don't know how to emotionally regulate. You are not self-aware. You have you're just operating like a 10-year-old in a
Mm,
adult body.
mm.
And he said something very strange about women's sexuality, and I thought I said, women also enjoy intimacy too, right? Are you living under dude? This ain't gonna progress anywhere, dude.
Yeah, that was a no.
But that was a quick no. How dare he think he could have hope?
He gonna be at those games by himself or with somebody else, less hopeful.
He will, and he took me to a game. And then after the game, he said, Hope, you know what? I was supposed to take someone else. But when I met you, I just knew that I
I think I heard
wanted to
about this
take.
guy.
I
I,
said, well, you chose up. You made the right choice, but
at
you need
first,
to call him.
at first, I thought I never heard about this guy.
You don't, because they're not important.
No, I heard about him. I'm telling you, I heard about him. You didn't tell me all of those details. The previous
Did I
story.
tell
You
you
didn't tell me the
that?
previous stories, but you told me that last story.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I don't highlight these guys. They don't mean too much. That's
No.
why the ones that I'm with, I'm like with for a long time. But most of y'all you ain't getting past, you ain't even getting to a first date. I don't really even care about a dinner or a free meal. I can do that myself. Paper Chaser, you said on paper you're not a catch. Why? Mag, are you
Paper
saying you're the
chaser?
perfect
Boy,
catch?
you sound like a catch, buddy. Paper chaser? You you sound like a catch to me on paper. On paper.
Yeah, he's always hustling, and
On
that's.
paper, boy. Show
I
me
will
what
have a
you
great
got.
day, Valentine. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
On paper. Let me see what I got. Let me see how much I can throw at you right now. On paper, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Sound like a paper chaser. You sound like a catch to me, buddy. And you on Hope Live. You on
And
Hope's
you're on
Live.
Hope's Live.
You a
Thank you,
catch,
Robin.
boy. You
Robin
didn't even
said,
know
"Love
it.
your blouse." What a
You didn't
vibe!
even know
It's
it.
a dress
You getting your
from
confidence
Mar.
up.
You got to be confident if you
You
come up to
feeding your
me. When I
mind.
said that.
You a catch, buddy. You just don't know it yet.
Robin, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a dress with tassels, and I love it. And I show up for life. I ain't dressing like I'm dressing because I show up. Life is good. I am here. I am living. And if you see me, you saw something good. Okay?
I love it. I'm gonna get something and let me see if they like it. I have
Yeah,
a,
go,
a
go,
piece
go.
I just bought today.
Yeah, I could tell, Robin. I could tell because I read your bio and I saw that it said making a positive impact on people's lives. I love it. I love it. Okay. Yeah, paper chase.
There's this brand. No, not this. I didn't buy the suit, but there's this brand called Pico, right? It's a Bahamian
Okay.
lapel brand. And I've been seeing a
Okay.
lot of like guys I know, like pretty much established guys wearing it, and it's a pretty like bold statement. And I was like,
Oh,
it's like very
is that a
Bahamian.
pineapple?
Yeah, it's very Bahamian stuff.
Very Bahamian.
And I was
Yeah.
like, I need a staple piece, like a standout piece for my next
Of course
competition.
you do when you speak. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
when you speak. You know, in Hawaii, that's a symbol of like welcoming. When someone moves to Hawaii, they would present them with a pineapple. So that is a very well-known Hawaiian symbol.
nice. It's pretty. That's pretty good.
I
So
like
this
it.
it's pretty big, and I never got one this big. But I said, you know what?
I think it's sharp.
I'll do it. What you guys
I think
think?
it's sharp, Keith. Okay, okay, okay. So when we speak, are you gonna be wearing this?
Definitely this or another one. I probably want to get a couple.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, Keith coming through with the blazer.
I
So
try to
paper
I'm in
chaser.
matching now. I was trying to match it because you got the tassels going. I was like, let me try to
Yeah.
like do something like even if it's different, like and
You gotta look good on live. I'm always suited and booted. Now,
yeah, I gotta keep
paper
it
chaser
close.
said he doesn't look good on paper. And here's why. He said he has 5 baby mamas and his
Ooh,
wife is not one of them. And Robin said, "You looking sharp." Someone from my side said,
oh,
"You
thanks,
looking sharp."
Robin. Thanks, Robin.
He
Um,
said he's changed. Yeah, paper chaser, fantastic. I mean, I guess in the Bible it says, "Be fruitful and multiply." If any gentleman told me that they have procreated with 5 women, I would say that is fantastic. And this will not be progressing to a long term relationship.
hey,
But maybe that's not true. Maybe people are just people and that's not a reason not to pursue someone.
well, he's married, so that's a good sign, I guess. Somebody's your wife saw pass it. So hey, you got the
Exactly.
bag, bro.
He said he's changed. So what
Can you
men
still
are
add people with the with two people on? Just curious.
men I c- men
Not asking
you
you to
can
add anyone. I'm just curious if it's possible.
to what?
Can you add persons on even with the split?
Yeah. Oh, why? You want him or
Not necessarily. I'm just curious.
oh, okay, Paper Chaser. He wants
But
to
but
know
if he
more
wants to
about the
come in,
story.
that would make it count.
When
See?
Mag said people are people, and that is not a good reason not to pursue somebody. That's all. Yeah, that's true. I guess I've never had anyone ever approach me with that many baby mamas. So I don't even know. I would take it on a case by case
Paper Chasing
basis.
must be a smooth guy though. Like he got to be smooth because yeah, 5 baby mamas, you gotta be smooth with the words, bro. You can use that to your advantage. You could do marketing or sales. Like you could use your abilities to your advantage, bro, for sure. What do you say? Oh,
Nothing. I don't say anything. I'm gonna leave it at that. And Paper Chase is a hopeful, and he's always supportive of me. So this isn't about me. And Mag said that's one of my quotes. So someone has used one of my quotes, probably. Yeah. Stephen is awesome. Said, "What's with the pineapple?" You meant to say brooch, but that's brioche. Brioche is a bread.
I like
Uh,
that you asked, bro, and that's what it's a statement piece. It's a statement. So now you asking a question. Now I can make the statement.
I
So the pineapple is. I'm from the Bahamas. The pineapple is. If we had a national fruit, which I don't think national fruits are a thing, it would be a
yeah.
pineapple. It is? Yeah, we should have a pineapple. We should have a national fruit. I don't think we do. But it would be a pineapple because it's the most grown fruit in the Bahamas.
Okay.
Right? It's from Eleuthera. The island of Eleuthera is popular for pineapples, and this was carved in the Bahamas. I just bought it today from a company called Pico.
Is is it made out of wood?
Definitely made out of wood.
Oh, cool. Okay, I didn't know if it was wood or gold. It looks gold from
Oh
my
yeah,
from
that's
my
wood.
vantage point.
I could cut this in half right now with my knife.
Very cool, very cool, very cool. So let's see. So anyone in my live who hadn't been to the Bahamas, what would be the go-to dish if they were first visiting the Bahamas? What would you present them with that would bring history, that would bring health, that would bring a good flavor, and that would bring a lasting memory on a plate?
Well, I hope you've been probably everywhere in the world almost, so you already know.
Basically.
But I would definitely first give you a conch salad.
Yes.
You have to have a conch salad. And now we have tropical conch salads, which probably didn't have when you were there, Hope, where now they add pineapples and mangoes.
And mango, yeah.
So really what it
It's
is,
almost like ceviche.
right? So it's like, you got some tropical herbs, onions, tomatoes, uh, maybe a little sweet pepper. I don't know how to make it. Maybe a little sweet pepper, but I don't think a
Hmm.
lot. And you have conch, which is the main thing. You cut that up, then you put like orange, a little bit of some orange juice and like lime and peppers, and it's nice.
Yeah, I
That
love it.
conch, if you never had conch, tourists call it conch, but it's really conch.
It's conch. I love conch fritters. Yes.
And they say it's an aphrodisiac. Is that the word?
Yes. Yeah,
So,
they do say that. Yes.
what's my guy name again?
Stephen is awesome, who also just asked, I've been wondering if you've been writing your book. Stephen.
Steven. But what's the guy before that?
Paper Chaser?
Paper chaser. You gotta be careful of that, buddy. That's an aphrodisiac. If you're not ready for
Yeah, I
another
don't think
one,
you need to worry about aphrodisiacs,
if
Keith.
you know if you don't want another one, buddy, Kong Sada is not for you.
Yeah, are you finished with children, Paper Chaser? Because I'm just asking. As a yeah, I'm actually just gonna move on from that because that could be. I know. I actually I'm gonna leave that an open-ended question when you're talking to me about the book, because I speak of projects when they're completed. So I'm just gonna leave that question about a book being written just open.
Right.
He said 13 children, 40 wait. 13 children, 40 children, One great grandchild. I look forward to it. Stephen, you sure will. It will. It'll be great. I'm still,
That's what Steven
yeah.
wants.
He wants my book. People come on my live like, when is the book coming? Are you writing the book? And I can say this: things have been moving faster since the passing of my dad, because then I got real clarity. I've been able to take something that could be pretty detrimental, the death of a parent, and I've used it to like just put a battery in my back towards the things I want to do. So I will say that. Yeah, and I got some stories, but then I was like, should I do one like dating, like what I've learned in the skies? Because I have hilarious stories, and I think I'll do it maybe as a character, because I don't know. There's certain people I don't. There could be several volumes. I don't know. I don't know if I want to implement myself. Mag, why'd you say that? Meg said Jesus when he said 13 kids.
No, he doesn't
40
have 13 kids. That's what he said? Or that's
Yeah,
what
he has 13 children, 40 grandchildren, one great grandchild.
Who's this?
Paper Chaser. Thank you, Stephen is awesome. He
How
said,
did we
I'm
go
really.
from?
He
How
has
did we go
5
from?
baby mamas. Out of those 5 baby mamas, he has 13 kids, 40 grandkids, one great grandchild. It's Paper Chaser.
Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart voice. Damn it.
He said,
Damn it. I said, damn it.
yeah, in the Bible. Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, I did remember you were in my live talking about the book. Yeah, I've been writing. I've been writing.
How old are you? Let's get Paper Chase in this life.
Let me see if everyone said, "Wow, you got a big family." Let's see.
Paper Chaser, boy.
You cry. Goodbye.
Paper Chaser.
Could you let's see, Paper Chaser. Would you want to come on and talk, Paper Chaser?
The hopefuls
Terry
are so
said he got
diverse.
6 kids. Y'all got kids.
The
Y'all
hopefuls
got
are they
kids.
have such diverse backgrounds and stories.
Yeah, I have to say the hopefuls. You will buy it. I told you, you gotta get the pre-order, Steven. Steven, you gotta get the pre-order book. What should be the title? I have some working titles.
In some chapter of the book, you gotta add some of the hopefuls, like a little bit from their stories, because they seem very interesting.
Yeah, I really enjoy, and I told you this, I enjoy the community I've built on here. It's really eclectic. Mix of, let's see, hold on, Paper Chaser. I'm trying to see if you're on here where I can bring you on the live.
Paper Chaser, boy. I thought he had 5 kids.
Well, he has 5 baby mamas.
Paper Chaser, you sound like you good for TV.
The title should just be Hope. Oh no, he can't. He says he's working.
Ah, no problem.
That's why he's a paper chaser. He gotta get to it.
Get to that money, man. You gotta feed those children.
Listen, my dad had 5 beautiful daughters, and that's why I said, man, that's why my dad had all that gray hair. You got all these beautiful daughters, you gotta get to work, man. I'm spoiled for a reason. My dad, I got everything, okay? So the title is We'll Have Hope in It, but I have a few working titles.
You can't let out too much secrets tonight, though. For the
Exactly. And then I'll have my groupies when I put my book out. Like, oh my God.
Your groupies?
Yes.
Hopies?
The Hopies.
Hopies?
I look forward to it. Please keep me updated. I will. Okay, I'm just gonna follow you back. So
Definitely. I'm gonna have that on pre-order.
Yeah, we'll definitely do a pre-order. And you know what? Okay, I wrote this out, the cities I will go to for my book tour. I did that 2 months ago because I do all this stuff before it happens as if it happened. Like I was journaling on my book tour. Today I'm in New York. I write like that. And then when it comes true, it's like, I had wrote this like last year.
You gotta put the Bahamas on the top.
Well, I'm coming to the Bahamas this year. Listen, I should be in the Bahamas right now, not in front of this fire. I'm better by the beach and in the heat.
Ooh. We could do it live from the beach.
Oh, did I tell you? Remember I said I went to that event and the ladies were like, "Hey, can you walk in the show?" And I said, "No, I'm a speaker. I can be." I woke up and to a message like, "Hey, we would love for you to MC our event. I don't know if our budget will fit your fee, but we would love for you to MC the event." I was like, "This was the night after I think we talked."
Nice.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
fancy that event?
yeah. So I'll have to get another gown because it's gonna. Hi, everyone. Yes,
Nice. Congrats, they came back.
I'm back. That and I'm actually going up to one of the schools I pitched at to go and talk to them about what's next. Like stuff is moving, man. I ain't got
Oh,
time to be up
things
here.
moving. Things moving.
It's a moving. The next thing I need is a videographer to capture everything.
Nice. I actually got a speaking gig too. I forgot. I didn't tell you. Well, that was just today. Someone asked me
Okay.
to speak at a career day at a school next week
Okay.
on next week Friday.
Yay! So what is this?
Next week Friday.
Okay. So are you excited?
I am. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, but hey, I
You
gotta
could
go
just
for
go
it.
up there and talk.
I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah. You're gonna wear your pineapple?
I, I think I'm gonna save this for. I don't know. Maybe I will just go all out.
Okay. Look at us coming up.
Yeah.
Um, anyone who these are relatively new people except for my hopefuls who weren't on our last live. Keith is based out of the Bahamas and we met 3 years ago, 2 years ago through Women Love Me Even Though I'm Taken. This is what Paper Chaser said. I'm sure that's why.
I'm
Yeah,
sure women
yeah,
love me,
I
but
can tell that women love you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Teach me.
So how do you deal with 5 baby mamas? Because one woman is enough. Women are. I know I'm pretty easy to deal with, and I've had a girlfriend before. I've ventured onto the other side, and I was like, I'm not dealing with women. Are nuts. How do you deal with 5 women? That's just, please. I really want to hear how that is
We
because,
gotta have a segment for Paper Chaser.
yeah, we sure do.
But you were saying,
Yeah, so Keith, as a formal introduction, is a speaker I met in Toastmasters, who is actually, we will be doing an event, and you'll be seeing him on. I never had child support. I'm not even asking about that, Paper Chaser. I'm talking about how do you deal with these women on an interpersonal level, because that could be, I would run away. Anyway, you will be seeing him on my lives, and I want to give that formal introduction because to speak means to share a good word. And I don't often bring too many people on my lives, but it's special to me to bring Keith on. Now there's a whole thing about Paper Chaser and his kids. Terry asked, do you have all your kids? Someone said I've been single 7, 8 years, don't really remember how it is to date thanks to anxiety and depression. I understand. I mean, technically, I think I don't even want to get into that. Uh, yes, this is Keith, based out of the Bahamas, powerful speaker, Toastmasters. We'll be speaking together and you'll be seeing him on the lives. And I want you to get to know Keith because voices of power from around the world, I always want to elevate and speak with and work with and laugh with because I think it's a really powerful tool to show others who may want to speak or share their story that it's possible, and also that there's some cool mofos out there and they all know me. Okay, so there's that.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible except falling in love.
Anything's possible, guys. I love that quote.
Everything is possible. That's what I say when things get difficult. I say anything is possible. Single for 7 to 8 years. Here's the thing. What does that mean? Because I'm technically single, but am I really? There's usually always someone in pursuit.
Technically single, what does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't listen, I think you're single until you're married.
Right?
Yeah, because if the right one comes and you slacking,
Yeah.
sorry,
Come
baby,
on.
you may just hear some music and see me walking away like.
But
Oh, not
This is
Not-
what we do on Saturdays.
not the Tracy move. Not the Tracy move. You had that queued up. Oh,
Meg is
no,
laughing.
you-
This is what we do on Saturdays. The other days, yeah, it's inspiration, it's fun, but
You had that queued up.
I have it queued up. I have the music going on. Mag, yes, I may
You
have
get
to
me
just put
hyped.
on the music. Because I joke, I will leave you, but I don't want to do that to men. I don't want to do that.
Don't get me
I
hyped.
don't.
Don't get me
Oh.
hyped.
Why, you about to put on something?
Don't get me hyped.
Are we having a DJ off?
I had that queued up from probably a day ago. I don't know why, but certain songs just come in my head. And
Okay.
then, well, that was actually playing in the gym one day.
Okay.
And then I just liked it. It just was such a hype song. It had me like pumped up. Now I just like to listen to it.
That the boy's a liar.
The words don't matter at this point. It's
They
just,
do matter. We're speakers. And you're a kind gentleman. I don't
it's
want to.
music. I like the producer.
Who's the producer? You have to look. That means you don't even know the producer.
I don't know him, but I like him. I actually do like the producer, genuinely. And that's one thing
What is his name?
people don't realize, that sometimes the beat is more important than the musician. There are certain beats, especially in dancehall, that the beat is more prominent than anyone on it, and the producer. There's a producer in Jamaica called Russian.
Mhm.
He's usually 9 times out of 10 a better producer than all artists, and people listen to the songs that are played on the beat because it's his beat. That's how good he is.
I hear all of that, but who's the producer of that song? You going all around and telling me, and you don't even know the producer of that song.
Hey, I like this song, man. Okay, let me tell you a song I know the producer. This song is making the waves right now. This song is big in Jamaica and the Caribbean. It's called
So
Continental. Not a beat. Nobody cares about the artist that much. The song is good. It got 5 million views. But that beat is crazy. Like
Steven said, Google the producer at least. Because
you Google the producer, Steven. You Google him. You Google him.
okay, so we still, you know the song, I guess from what's her name? That's I don't even know who those people are. I know because I hear it on TikTok, but I don't know who the producer is, and I can't say I've ever listened to that song all the way through.
I think
Currently,
I think Money Chaser would like this song that I just was
Paper
playing.
Chaser.
Paper Chaser would like this song.
Uh-oh.
He's saying like, why should I have one gal?
Well,
Continental
no,
gal.
he does now. He's married now.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah,
he
he does have one person now. Yeah, Steven is awesome.
on
It's
paper.
okay. I know what I have queued up is the producer is oh, I see his face. And it'll come to me. But it's Nas and
Nas. That's my
Hit
guy.
Boy. Yeah, Hit Boy. Producer Hit Boy. I really like Hit Boy.
That's my
Uh
guy.
yeah. He's a
Nas,
real
Big Nas.
storyteller. Nas is a real storyteller. He's like a speaker when he tells a whole story. I love how he creates a whole story.
I don't know any Nas songs that come to mind, honestly. I was trying to Google it just now to pretend like I know.
What? Not what? Well, yeah, I think Nas would be. Um, yeah, you wouldn't know unless you're like into
90s
maybe
music.
older hip hop. Yeah, one mic. That's one mic, isn't it?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, I know. I could hear just a few bars.
You
But I
good.
also love Charlie Wilson. So anything with Charlie Wilson, I love. Because I'm a lover at heart. I put up these metal bars around me because love will take me out and I have to not be taken out by love. Ooh.
Yeah, that fire burning, burning.
Yeah, once it burns out, then I'm out for the night, but it feels great and my mom said, "Yes, put on a fire because the sun was out all day, but it's like proper cold." I don't know how people do the colds all the time. This is the last like mm-mm, no. So let's talk about love. Are you looking for love? 60, where are you at, Steven?
You know what love is? Even founded on the ground where the thugs live. My man had to dig deep to find this. You know that one?
Who's that from?
A common.
Common?
Yep.
You know what love is. Is that hmm,
That's
what
love
song?
is. I think that's the name. Love is.
Oh, yeah, I would skip that song. That's on B. That's on B. I love the Project B, the first song
Yes, that's on
on the
B. That's on
corner.
B.
The corner, yeah, the first song is the corner. Then the second song I think is Go, which I loved because I love the line that says "freaky like the daughter of a pastor." I love that line.
I wonder why.
I don't. And then that also has
How beautiful love can
oh,
be.
faithful. Okay, now I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
pull it.
faithful is a
Faithful with Bilal.
how
Yeah.
beautiful
Good
love can
corner.
be.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That will be
On a
next. I'll
sweet
put that on the
love
yes.
is hard to
South
see.
Carolina, what city?
It's a place I got
I
to
have a story
be.
about Common. Because
Doesn't
Common,
look
I
lovely.
had him on a few flights, and it was really funny because he testified. Who did testify? Yep, that was produced by Kanye. I love the Kanye and Common projects. He was on a flight of mine, and the funny thing is, he brought his own black eyed peas on the flight,
Like a
and he
meal?
left the container. Yeah, black eyed peas in like a plastic container, like a Tupperware, and yeah, before you take my love away, he ate the black eyed peas, and then yep. How do you know that and you not know Nas?
I know Nas, but I just don't have many songs that come to mind. Like if I hear a song, maybe I'll be able to hum it, you know?
Okay, that makes sense. Um, so yeah, he just brought on some black eyed peas in a Tupperware, and then he left the Tupperware in his first class seat. And then he was on a flight a couple weeks later, and just normal, nice guy. I don't know.
And he's on the live now.
Huh?
And he's this guy is on the live now.
Who? I'm talking about Common when I had him on a flight.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yes. Mr. Lonnie Lyles, I believe is his real
Oh
name.
boy, that's my guy.
Yeah. He was very nice.
I
Who
like
else was
Common,
really nice?
man.
You know who's really sweet, and I see why he's captivating and just a gentleman. ASAP. ASAP Rocky is very, very charming.
Almost had you, huh?
Yeah, that's all it takes. that's
Almost had you.
that's all it takes. Okay, so here's the funny story.
You was
I
almost
was
Rihanna's replacement. Not replacement, but like before. You almost were the one before, you know.
sure, but sure. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that because I think they found each other's match, and that is really beautiful, even how they look at each other. But there was another artist. I was working a flight from Denver to Washington D.C., and I love Mos. I love Mos Def. I'd always had a crush on Mos Def. I just thought Mos Def was like fantastic. So he comes on the flight and he falls asleep. And he was in business class going from Denver to DC. And he had a special meal, a vegetarian meal. So I had told the other flight attendants, take his meal out of the oven. He's asleep. When he gets up, we'll put it in the oven and heat it up. So he woke up and I went up to him and said, I saw you were sleeping. And so I set your meal to the side. If you would like it, I can put it in the oven now. And he was like, I would like for you to do that. I said, okay. So I went and put it in the oven and I came back. And then I just stopped working. I was just there sitting by him, talking the whole time. He was like, Hope, when's your birthday? And I was like, I'm a November 26th. He said, I knew you were a Sagittarius. I knew you were a Sagittarius. And all the other flight attendants were like, Hope, you need to get up off the, you need to get back to work. I was like, no. So what else? I was just in this dream world. He's like, yeah, I got a show. I want you to come. I said, okay. He gave me his information. But I was living with my boyfriend at the time. This is back when I was
Slight,
grimy, not grimy,
slight
but
issue. Just a slight issue.
slight issue. Exactly. So I call one of my
Nothing
beautiful friends, like,
crazy.
hey, Most invited us to a show tonight. She's like, "Ah, I can't. I'm out of town. I'm like, gee, I can't take my boyfriend. I mean, most invited me. I can't take my man. So I'm calling people. They're like, I can't go. I said, okay, let me tell my dude then, because I will still get my way. So I said, hey, let's go to this show tonight. I was invited. I met him on the flight. He's like, okay. So we go, and the tickets were not there at the will call. So I'm like, what the heck? He invited me. The tickets aren't here at the will call. This is like all bad. So as we're talking to the people, because I'm there with my boyfriend, someone comes out of the show who actually knew my boyfriend at the time. I guess his brother knew somebody. He was like, oh, hey, da da da. So my boyfriend was like, we were supposed to come in, but the tickets aren't here. He's like, nah, come in, come in. So we get into the show, we go to the front. Most sees me. He's like, I'm like, all right, all right, all right. I got to figure this out because I got this one, I want that one, we got this one. So,
Just
so after,
take 2 steps to the left like you're dancing. Slide.
exactly, that's what I was trying to do. So after the show, he comes out, he talks to me. He's like, Hope, you came. I was like, I did, but you didn't have the tickets at the front. And we just started talking. So then my boyfriend comes up. I'm like, this is my boyfriend. This is Mo Steph. He's like, okay. My boyfriend is like, all right, Hope, let's go. Because he obviously sees there's a bit of a attraction going on. So we turn around to walk away. And Mo Steph is like, Hope, I need to call you. How can I call you? I'm like, okay, let me give you my number. I said that. I said that. I told you I've been a beast. And my boyfriend was like, oh, well, give him my card. And when he wants to contact you, he was very smooth with this. When he wants to contact you, he can just email or call me and I'll put him in touch. I was like, absolutely not. I took my boyfriend's card. I put down my number. I was like, here, I will reach out. And that was it.
Oh, you got some stories. You took your boyfriend's card
Imagine. Oh
and,
my
and
gosh.
wrote
But
your number on it.
I sure did. I was like 23. Why not? What am I going to say? No? Mm-mm. No. No. Exactly. We are. Come on, man. I'm going to take the chance. So every woman take the chance.
Who else in the chat? Which hopeful would do that?
Yeah, what hopeful would do that? First of all, most people wouldn't even bring their man to a show that another man has invited your girl to. Well, Paper Chaser said that's why he got 5 baby mamas.
Some of them sound like they were his girlfriend's friends or something.
I'm I'm
Paper
gonna leave that
chaser,
one.
boy. Paper chaser, you are no joke.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. I definitely will. What else did? Oh yeah, I had the guy that thought he was some dudes, because I've been with notable people or men who have success in certain areas. I don't care. Okay. I am under the belief that regardless of your success, whether it's financially or in your particular field, you're just a man. Now, some people would say, well, they're famous or they have this. No, I don't see that part
Only human.
because
I'm only human after all.
exactly. That's why I love Rakim. Don't sweat the technique. Yeah. And I remember I told this story. I was in Paris with this gentleman and we were having dinner with the owner of either the Knicks or the New Jersey Nets or some, I don't even know. I
Whoever
don't
it was,
even
they was
know
balling.
athletics like this.
They was balling.
His last baby mama's birthday is November 26th. I kid you not. That's my birthday. Well, she's a Sag. I know why she's your baby mama then. So so we're having dinner in Paris with the owner and some players and their wives. And I'm there with my person who was in textiles and fashion. And after, we were going to this exclusive party club in Paris. And he was very arrogant, which I liked, but a lot of women will just take it because they want that spotlight or they want to be around whatever crowd. I don't care because you can get replaced. So we get to the club, we get to the VIP. This is in Paris, and we're having champagne. I was drinking at the time. This is why I've stopped drinking, because I would drink a lot and sometimes make a scene. And that's what happened. But what happened was the gentleman I was with I think he sent champagne to another girl's table. And I was like, yo, don't do that. Yo, come here. Don't do that in here. Because I think you have forgotten that I will embarrass you. I don't care about the owner of the basketball team. Don't do that. That's embarrassing. He was like, just enjoy your time. I was like, oh, okay. So after they got champagne at their table, I think I went to the bathroom. I come back, they're in the section. And I'm like, why are they here in the section? He
In
was
the
like,
other
again.
girls section? You mean the other girls section?
The girls were now invited into the section with
Oh,
us, the owner of the basketball team and everything. And he was like, no, I'm trying to do business because she's from Tunisia. I was like, okay, all right, all right. I am nuts, okay? I really am nuts. And I was about 3 champagne bottles in, and I saw some dude smiling at me from across the club. So I was like, all right, I will embarrass you in front of everybody. So the guy who was smiling, I walked out of the section, I went and said hi. I went to the bathroom, I come out. Now, while I was in the bathroom, the man I was with went up to the guy that was smiling at me and told him, hey, that is my wife. Do not look at her and do not talk to her. Now, I did not know that he had said this. So, I think I just drank too much. I was on the velvet couch, all of this, and
a
the
velvet
girl was
couch? What is that?
like it was a club, so it's like, VIP, and the couch is velvet or
Oh,
something. I
oh.
don't know. I was being ridiculous. All I know is the girl was there, then sitting next to me. I said, "This is it."
I
So
thought
I
that
went
was
to
a drink
talk
or
to,
something.
huh?
I was thinking that was a drink.
No, wait a
The
minute.
velvet
What?
couch. It kind of sounded like a drink just now.
Yeah, wait a minute. Paper Chaser put up a poll, so let me just pin it, because now I'm telling you all of these.
What is
Uh,
paper?
how do I pin the live? I'm trying to pin the live. Pin the thing. I don't. How do I pin this?
You're the TikTok expert.
Go and vote. He put up a poll asking who is enjoying Hope's lives, and I don't know how to pin it,
And
but
every
Anyway, I went and talked to the dude who I did not know was an extremely well known football player. And he was playing for Juventus at the time in
Mm.
Spain. So he was like, "Oh, you're beautiful." I was like, "Oh, thank you." But we were speaking in French. And I said, "All right, let's go upstairs because the club is downstairs." So we're walking up. The owner of the basketball team is like, "Isn't that your girl going upstairs with old boy?" I was like, "Man, to heck with this." We walk up the stairs. Now, the guy I'm with, because he's in fashion, has all of his clothes custom made. So he has on like a custom made 3-piece suit, custom made shoes. All I hear is boom, 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 like he's running up the stairs. Because I'm up the stairs talking to the soccer player. Talk to the girl you invited to the VIP. This is what you gotta know. Okay, this is how Hope does. If you want to show who has the bigger balls, Hope does. Okay? So
Big
he
balls.
runs up like, "What are you doing?" Because that's his accent. "Oh, what are you doing? Do you know who I am?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Why
yeah,
does he
you
sound
don't
like
you
a
got
cartel leader?
don't you have your friend at the table?" And he was like, "No, I don't. I'm never gonna talk to you again." And that's really he was screaming, and um, I don't know how to pin this poll. I wish I knew how to pin the poll. Do you see a poll? Well, you wouldn't see it because it's not on your
Shaw,
live.
you still got the picture? Yo, this is a real throwback picture, Shaw, you ever.
So he and I'm looking at trying to like pin it. So anyway, he goes back downstairs. The soccer player's like, "Are you okay?" I said, "Nah, I'm okay." He said, "Well, he told me that you're his wife and not to talk to you." I was like, "Yeah, I'm not his wife. I'm not his wife, but we'll exchange information." And he was really upset. We did take our chauffeured car back to the hotel. He was like, "Trust me, you're never going to talk to me again." And that lasted for like 12 years. I think we didn't talk for a month.
Wow.
And even before I left to go back to London, he was like, "I never want to see you again. You are so beautiful. I love you."
It's
Like he was a complete Gemini. And then he did ask me to marry him.
after all of that, right?
And
It's not that
yeah.
late in California, right? What
What's
time is
it's
it?
11:24 here.
Yeah, Shar was like, "Why am we still up?" It's only after
Yeah, why
11.
are you still up?
It's 2:24 here.
I do when do you sleep?
Now, I usually do sleep. It's just that it's a Saturday night, and then
I know. That's why
but
I
you
was like,
saw
I'm coming
I'm
on.
tired though. I'm tired though. That's why yeah, I am tired.
Okay, well, if you need to go rest, we understand.
I was entertaining your conversation. You kind of leading it with all your stories, so I just like
Weekends are different, and this is why I told you I like my audience, my hopefuls to know. Let's go Niners. Why are they playing tomorrow? Are they in the Super Bowl? I
oh, I
don't know
thought you were the
anything.
Super Bowl party tomorrow.
Oh gosh. I
I
do I will watch Usher, but I don't care anything about that.
I was dressed up. Well, I just was wearing this shirt because this is what I was wearing today. And then I kind of put the blazer on just to kind of to show off my pin.
Yeah.
I was
I
just
know it
doing.
looks really good on you, Keith.
I just got this pin. Charlie, you might know about it. It's called Pico. So
I need to
yeah,
follow Charlie. Let me see.
she said she loved your outfit. I had the yeah. Hope been getting a lot of compliments all night on this outfit.
I'm always
And
suited
yeah,
and booted.
Martin, yeah.
I do like the 49ers. I used to support them when I was like in 3rd grade. So go Niners.
And I got
This
this
is some
soap
soap.
as well
It
today.
looks like a soap that my sister got. Okay, nice. What does it
Uh,
say? Something man?
Perfect man.
Oh, that's always what likes me. I love a perfect man.
So yeah, and I got some. I supported three different booths. It was like a pop up thing at the art gallery, and it was really nice. I got
I
these.
saw that with the thrift shop.
Yeah,
Who's that for?
I don't know yet. I have to
Okay,
decide.
you can give it to a special lady. Very nice. This must have been a girl that sold you this.
It was women, yes.
Of course, we can get you guys to buy
One has a
anything.
pineapple on it. I mean, one has a flamingo on it as a charm, and then the other one has a palm tree.
I like.
Good sells, good sells. So it was. I did have. I should have gone there with a budget because
Why?
everybody was selling me something.
Exactly. The point is to shop and feel good. Why have a budget? That's what
Ooh,
my mom says. My mom says, why buy one? Buy it in every color.
listen, I almost bought a candle for $50.
You should have. Why not? Paper Chaser says, be careful wearing that pineapple. It has meaning to it. What's the meaning to the pineapple paper?
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, paper
He's-
chaser. What you trying to do? What are you trying to do to my pineapple, buddy? Hold
What is the
on.
meaning of the pineapple? Okay? He has not said yet. Do you have a nice like Valentine's story?
What does pineapple mean, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
We're waiting for him to type it up into the chat.
Charlie, Bahamian people, does pineapple
Yes.
have any strange meaning that I need to know about? Because I would love to know. Because it's a
Oh,
pretty big pineapple.
yeah, I
Not,
don't know what it
not that I
means.
won't wear it.
Still wear it. It's beautiful.
I just want to know.
He will type it and I will share it. I'm trying to think of any other stories. I probably do have some nice Valentine. I'm not really big on Valentine's. Every day is Valentine's for me. Um,
Charlie says she only thinks about a Luther. Agreed. That's what I think about. That's what the story I told them. And fun
what?
fact, which I didn't think about, my grandmother was from a Luther.
She was what?
My grandmother was from a Luther.
Really?
The
Where
Pineapple
was on
Islands.
what side?
But I know she was
On
from.
on your mom's side or your dad's
Oh,
side?
that side. That's oh, you mean like that? I thought you mean like what side of a Luther, like where in a Luther? My mom, my dad's side. Yeah,
Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, now I get it. Let's see.
and also fun fact, the guy who sold me it, we may be family because his mother was from a Luther and had the same last name as no his I think his no sorry his grandfather was from a Luther and has the same last name as my grandmother as my grandmother's maiden name. So
Wait a minute. So they were related?
we don't know yet. So we have to do the research. But
Wait.
it's very likely because it's not a popular name. Wood.
Okay.
WOOD.
So your grandmother and grandfather were related.
No, the guy who sold me this is wooden.
Right. Okay. That's why I was looking like, wait a minute. Are you telling me that you're
No, no. No, the guy who sold me this, his grandfather was from Malutra. So we have to go and do
Paper
the
Chase,
research.
I'm waiting on the response. You said be careful, it has meaning to it, but everything is made up. So whatever you say it means, yeah, but so what? But
Maybe
we
some
need
wood
to know.
from Turks and Caicos as well, Charlie, but definitely wood are from Luther.
Oh, I remember one boyfriend was really sweet, got me a lot of really sweet things on Valentine's, and then he made me upset. He got me this huge teddy bear, and I got so upset in high school. I ripped off the arm and ripped off the leg, and my dad was like, I guess things aren't going so well.
You a hot, we call you a hot head in the Bahamas.
Well, that was like high school. I think
Hot
that's
head.
what's, I'm not a high, like
Worse.
I did. I ripped off the arm. I was like, it was a good way to get your anger out. The anger has to flow through and pass. And Paper Chaser, we're waiting for the reason of the
Yes,
pine.
people. Yes, people. I want to know what you're thinking about me.
Yes.
You
Um,
and your tribe.
exactly. He has a whole community. Last year, I just bought myself my own. You posted it twice. Let me see. Thank you
People,
for 4 minutes. Take the poll. No, I saw the poll, but I'm asking about the
people got,
pineapple. I'm
people
asking
got,
about the pineapple, Paper Chaser. He wants to know. The man is tired, but he got to know.
people got a football team.
Yes. Anyone doing anything special for Valentine's? Anyone want to
Valentine.
do special anything
Charlie just got
special for
engaged, so
me
she
for
should be.
Valentine's?
Charlie just got engaged, so she should be doing. She should be getting
What?
doing some extra
Congratulations.
stuff.
Wow. Love is in the air. That's wonderful. The next proposal I'm going to say yes to. The next one I am saying yes to. Yeah. It said look up upside down pineapple. Oh, but isn't that swingers? That's just a swinger thing.
They're seeing upside down, buddy.
Yeah, it's not upside down. If it's upside down, that's like a open relationship swinger thing, I believe. I'm aware of that
I
because
think I heard. Yeah, I heard that. It's funny
yeah.
because I was at a bar and a cruise, and these couples were discussing it. It was two couples, and they were like, "You know what they say when you got a something something drink, right?" I think it was like a blue drink or something like that. It's like other ways of doing
Yeah,
of
but it's not upside down, Paper Chaser, so he doesn't need to be careful, and maybe he'll be okay with that. I mean,
Hey, slow down. No
well,
offense, but
listen, you're
no.
not you're not you're not in a relationship. So if someone's like, "Hey, do you like my wife?" That's
Oh,
not a bad thing.
let's swing this then.
Exactly. A lot of islands are big with swingers. I know in Hawaii it's a big thing because it's an island and people swing a lot. And I'm all for whatever people want to do. And I told about my story of that party that I went to. That was absolutely a friend of mine invited me to a party full of activities. And I'm
Oh,
always yeah, I'm always open. I was like, sure, I'll go and see it
I'll
with the
swing.
usual.
I'll take a swing. I'll take a swing at it.
There you go. It was one of those. Yeah, it was gross. I thought the people were going to be like attractive, fit, muscular. No, no, they weren't. They weren't at all. And someone made food. It was like a smegs, that's how you say it on the app, a smegs party, but someone made like pigs in a blanket. It was like I was I went into like I started questioning a lot of my choices in life because I was like, why did I go to this? Why am I making these decisions in life? Where's my life going? It
You
just
didn't
the
know.
people were disgusting. Um Not disgusting. It just wasn't what I thought I would see. So I walked in and like walked out. And then I questioned why I was friends with this person who was quite beautiful. She's like a runway model, but um
You didn't
I
know.
have some she
Forgive yourself.
I do. I do. This is why when people tell me stuff, I'm like, huh, I've done it all. I mean, that's okay. Go try it.
Listen, Winifred tells me in the comments that the pineapple represents being gay.
Well,
Well,
there's nothing wrong with that either, but says who?
Winifred, my friend Hope was a swinger, so
No, I was not a swinger. I am not a swinger.
almost she
That
was
means
almost
I
a
would have
swinger.
to have a
She was almost a
partner
swinger.
who exactly. I was invited to a Smegs party. And you know the word Smegs actually means something else. And when I arrived, first of all, the person that gave us a ride, their van had a bunch of graffiti. It looked like
I
a
was sketch.
unaliver van. It just was all bad. It
It
was
was
all
sketch.
bad. I
Hope, Winifred, uh, it would take
tell me.
much more than a pineapple for me to be gay. I'm content with helping my pineapple. I'm gonna keep my pineapple. All right, I paid good money for it, and
Who
I'm
says
gonna
a pineapple
I'm
means
gonna
that you were?
represent my pineapple. All right. I already have
Well,
guys. I've had guys hit on me before, so I guess
yeah, well,
I
you
could
could
do
just
it.
take it as a compliment, right?
I ain't going that far, but hey,
No, but well, sure, men, you guys have your own thing with your that.
women maybe, but yeah,
Yeah, if a woman hits on me, I take it as a compliment and say no. It doesn't offend me.
I'm with you. It's just talk. All right then. I glad you with me. I
Is
glad
that
you with
Winifred?
me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Oh gosh.
You're all I need.
Oh
When a friend do
gosh.
up a Valentine, asking for a
Does,
friend.
who?
When a friend,
You're asking if they have a
yeah, I'm
Valentine.
asking for a friend.
Do you have a Valentine?
No, no, that's why I'm asking Winifred and
Actually,
Yolanda. Charlie has a Valentine. I know that.
of course. Thank you, COE Chinois, for the follow.
The last
Um,
Karen, you have a Valentine? We just asking for friends. Oh, you yes. Oh,
you do have a Valentine? That's
congratulations.
I think I have a Valentine too.
Didn't know. Tell us more.
Well, Valentine could just be anyone.
It could be yourself.
Sure.
You
I
sound.
don't care about any of these things. Like Valentine's is so the fact that people get so worked up over this day. Like my mom will probably be my Valentine, but I could actually have maybe someone, I don't know, people,
You
you
could
know.
have you could have five like our guy.
Listen, yeah, it's a marketing scheme. Grizz Handsome said that. Like, feel good because you got a rose. Feel bad because you didn't get chocolate. Man, you need to like start loving yourself to know that regardless of what happens, it means nothing. But
Most of the women already have roses. We don't need to buy all roses.
I love a rose. If you want to be my Valentine, you don't have to buy me anything. You can send me money. That's what my mom. Oh my gosh.
Run me that
Or
money.
what's
Run
a
me that
nice
money.
Yeah, just send me money. Here, go do something nice for yourself. I'm an adult. Flowers are great, but with money, I could pay a bill.
Yeah.
So that's better than a rose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Run that check.
Yeah, just
Run
hit
that
the
check.
Cash App, the Venmo. There you go.
Give me that BF.
You can
Give
hit
me
the
that
Cash
US.
App, the Venmo, Apple Pay, PayPal, and I will be
And
ever so grateful.
you don't want no sand dollar though.
I
What about
like
that?
sand dollars.
You could do sand dollar. What about that?
No, in conjunction to the transferring of the money. Then
That's
you
what I
can bring
mean.
me some.
Island pay, island luck. You don't want none of them. They're Bahamian online
I
transfer.
would take that though. I think that's even more thoughtful. If someone went to the beach and collected shells for me, that's lovely. I would love that.
You had a Bahamian guys.
Yeah. Hmm.
She's taking sand dollars, conch shells.
Oh, no, no, no. Well, I would love a conch shell too. Why do we evolve around zero? I don't know what zero is, but I would prefer to evolve or revolve around zeros. My wife, Paper Chaser said this. My wife doesn't want money anymore for a gift. Crazy but true.
Paper chaser, your wife has evolved from the money you have provided so well for her that she has no more desire for money. She wants
My mom
thoughtful
always says,
gifts.
take the money. My mom says, yeah, take the money.
She wants thoughtful gifts, buddy.
That's as thoughtful as you can get, sending money. That's as thoughtful as you can get. How much more
Thanks,
thoughtful you can.
Winifred. Thanks for coming. Follow us, and we'll be live on Wednesday.
Yeah, on Wednesdays, we're making this a normal thing. On Wednesdays, what do you want? Let's think of our topic for Wednesday. Yes, bro, you're true. Paper Chaser said you're right. That's true. She's evolved. Let me
Love that.
just plug my carry on. I have to plug my phone in because I know you're gonna leave soon.
I, what should we talk about next week? What should we talk about on Wednesday, guys? Y'all let me know. I can't see Hope's side, so on my side, guys, what do you think we should talk about? I'm surprised
Yes,
people in there. Y'all don't sleep. Like I just joined this to talk to Hope. Like I didn't actually expect people to be up.
people are up at night. I mean, more people are here during the day, but people are definitely always around because it's like TV. So instead of TV, I'll just come on TikTok live, and that's what people do.
Y'all be up. I mean, I up, so I guess it makes sense, right?
Yeah, but it's a lot later for you.
Yeah.
Wednesday. Yeah, let's think about. We have time, and let's think about what we want to
Wednesday.
be our theme on Wednesday. I mean, Wednesday maybe Valentine's Day. I don't know.
Oh.
I may not be available. I may be.
Woo!
I may not be available. Oh, how quickly things change, right, Keith?
Hey, you got 4 days. You got 4 days. A lot could happen in 4 days.
A lot happens in hours. Okay, people, yeah, a lot happens. So, are
I
you doing anything special for Thanksgiving? For Thanksgiving?
I may not be available either. You never know.
Okay, okay, okay.
Next 24 hours, I might find a way.
Exactly. I know they want to know where's Keith? What's he doing? Who's he with?
I
Do you
got
have any Valentine's stories?
Valentine's stories. I could go way back to 2006. It's a funny story. This is the first story that comes to mind. So anyway, in school we used to buy these little Valentine's gift baggies and stuff. We save up our money for it. So I saved up my money for this Valentine I had, and in my little brain, I was like probably like 12. I thought I didn't want my friends to see the letter that the girl had wrote me. So when she wrote me it, I read it and then tore it up and threw it in the garbage. But my reason was I wanted to keep it to myself. So I read it, I appreciated it. I probably read it twice. My friends were trying to see it, so I tore it up, threw it in the garbage. And I did that very innocently,
Okay.
extremely innocent. I was like, oh, I got a gift, I got a letter, nice, I was happy. She saw from a distance that I threw what I did. And she was so angry at me. And I was trying to explain it to her, but her 10-year-old brain, because she was like probably 2 years younger, she wasn't hearing it.
Yeah, wait a minute. You were 10.
I was like 12.
You were 12.
She was like the youngest
You
girl in our grade. So she was also in grade six, but she probably was 10.
so were you read it out loud or you read it to
I read it to
yourself?
myself,
You
right?
tore it up.
My friends tried to read it, so I tore it up and threw it in the bin to keep it safe.
Yeah. And that's not what happened. She was hurt and has been traumatized since.
I learned a powerful lesson
Which was what?
at a young age.
What was the lesson you learned?
Sometimes you gotta risk it all.
What did you risk?
Sometimes you gotta risk it all because I thought by I thought by the letter being exposed that I was putting the relationship at risk, or I don't know, the privacy of our connection at risk. But I realized that a woman prefer me to risk it all than to protect. So
Well,
therefore,
what? The girl was 12, Keith.
now I just risk it all.
Okay, I'm glad you learned that. Paper Chaser said, "Bro, did you just quote a popular song?"
Did I?
I guess you did. Maybe risking it all, or what popular song, Paper Chaser? Petkov said, "If she takes the cross for being nice, let me employ her." I don't understand. Paper Chaser said, "Were you strumming her pain with your fingers?" No. Strumming my pain with her
Yeah,
fingers.
paper chase, you just gave your age away just now, okay?
Leaving her
Okay, buddy?
home. Hey, that's a classic
You
song.
gave it away, buddy.
Killing me
You gave it away
soft.
on
I
that
guess
one.
so.
Now I know.
Love letters are great, though.
Now
I
I
would love
know.
that.
Huh?
I would love that for Valentine's Day for someone to write me actually a love letter. Oh, it's those simple things, like a beautiful, like, Hope, I love you, and here's why. And they told me why. Because I had someone who would say, like, I love you, and here's why. I've always loved you. I will always love you. You're the love of my life. I was like, this is very sweet.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
They didn't sing for you though.
Delete. What?
They didn't sing for you though.
I've had someone sing to me. That's sweet too. I like those. I've had all of that. Listen, I've
I
lived
could
a
sing for
real
you.
good life. Huh?
I could sing for you.
Yeah, but it has to sound good, Keith. I'm not talking about like just singing. I'm talking about like actually singing. Or if someone was like, Hope, I've paid Stevie Wonder to be here to sing to you, like, oh my gosh.
So
That's how I think.
the thought doesn't count anymore in 2024.
It does, but I want to, let's take it a step higher. The thought is great, but what about if it's beautifully sung by someone?
You know what they say about beauty?
What?
It's in the eyes of the beholder.
That is true, but I know when a song sounds good and when it doesn't.
It's not in the air. It's not in the airs.
It's the thought that counts. Yeah, but I don't like this thought. Make it better.
Better
A
thought.
love letter. Listen, a love letter is great. A photo collage is great. Like these, I like things that are actually thoughtfully curated. If you make a card, like you get the card stock and you make a card and you write it out and you like cut a heart, that I love more than, well, I don't want a purse. I don't care about that anymore.
Paper chase. I hope you're taking notes, buddy.
Paper Chaser, his wife probably has received great things because he's at work, which means he's working at almost midnight. Um,
Paper chaser, boy. You out there working on the weekend like usual. Way out in the deep end like usual.
Hey, Hope, late night. Hey, I know I'm not really up late, but I said it's Saturday. Why not? Um, yeah, Rocket Love or Hotter Than July. What's my favorite Stevie Wonder? Because I love Stevie Wonder. I went and saw him in, I think, 2017.
You wonder.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder. Isn't she lovely? It just was lovely.
Oh yeah.
That's like everyone's song that they want at their wedding, or some people. Um, what would I want to be sang to me? There's a few songs. There's a few songs that if someone sang them to me or got the actual person to sing them to me, it would be like the best. Stevie Wonder. There's probably a few songs from Brian McKnight.
Hmm. No Chris Brown.
No, no,
No
no.
Usher.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. What song from Usher would I want someone to sing to me? One of my favorite Usher songs isn't about love, though. It's Bad Girl isn't about love.
What's that?
Um, Superstar.
Superstar.
I'll be a groupie, baby.
I thought you were talking about Usher.
Superstar. I love Usher. Let me tell you a funny story about Usher. So this was the weekend of the either the Grammys or the MTV Music Awards. And this is back when they were actually cool, like in the early 2000s. So my friend, we were going to, of all places,
Sorry.
Missy Elliott's hotel room. I was with a friend of mine, and we were at the L'Hermitage in Beverly Hills. I ordered her the best MK purse set ever. She's gonna love it. Wow, that's wonderful. She'll love that. So as we're going into the elevator, going to Missy Elliott's room, Usher gets in the elevator. And I'm like, I had never met Usher. I was with my friend who's absolutely beautiful. He gets in, I'm like,
It's Usher.
but Keith, here's the funny part. He gets in the elevator and farts atrociously. It was a horrible smelling fart, and then gets off on the next floor. And I was like, oh my gosh,
Did you
what
hear
the?
it? Was it a silent but
Oh,
deadly?
yeah, but it was like maybe he had eaten something bad. It was atrocious. It was really, I was so offended because
Huh?
you should have held it in until you got to your room. You got on the elevator, you fart, and then you get off. I don't care if you're Usher.
That's like that's like leaving the. That reminds me of those the like a bomb or something like they leave the
Yeah,
bag
I was,
they leave the
oh my
back
gosh,
they leave the
it was
backpack
so
and then run.
terrible. Huh? It was so terrible.
You ever watch the video where the guy would like drop the backpack and be like, "Dan-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na."
It was kind of like that. Like it's memorable. I remember it. And then I told my sister, and she was like, he did the same. My sister, who
No
lives in New
way.
York, my sister lives in New York, and the restaurant she worked at was below Wyclef's studio, Wyclef from the Fugees. So Usher was coming in to go to the studio, but people would come through the restaurant and use the bathroom. And it was a similar thing, or he backed up the toilet. And she was, and I said, that's crazy because he got in the elevator. I wish I was making this up, but I did. I'm not making this up. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. I was upset because I don't like when people fart or burp. I'm like really girly. But for Usher to get in the elevator, let out that terrible, horrendous fart, and then get off on the next floor.
He he tore that elevator up, destroyed it.
I was like, we're getting off. We'll take the stairs. That's gross.
That's all. That's a bunch of old caviar,
Stop. Stop, Keith. Stop. Stop.
caviar, fried chicken.
That wasn't I don't know what that was. That was crazy. That was really crazy.
Ah,
That was really crazy.
I'm
Oh,
sure he's not expecting that when women tell him their Usher stories. I mean, it could have been worse. It
how
could have
can
been
it be
worse.
worse?
The stories could be worse.
How?
Yeah. I don't want to get dark, but hey, his friend.
Okay, we're gonna leave it. We can leave
Exactly.
that there. I don't even think I have a story like that to top it. I mean,
His,
I have other stories with
his friends. His friend, I mean, like, and women gather around to tell their stories. It's a whole different.
Let It Burn. Yeah, Let It Burn. No, Let It Burn is not something.
Let
If
it
you're
burn.
bringing that into the fart story,
Let
but
it
I
burn.
wouldn't want someone to sing Let It Burn to me.
Let it burn.
Oh, I like Mars and Venus. There's Mars and Venus from Usher. If I would want that to be sung to me. But what's the ultimate like love song that someone spend a lifetime with you from Jamiroquai? I don't know. I'll be honest. I've been kind of guarded from love for quite a while, and maybe it's yeah. I've been guarded, but I'm no longer guarded.
Oh, she's ready. Ready to go right now.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. One of my favorite songs.
Right.
Yes, John Legend, either Ordinary People or So High.
Or what?
So High
So high.
from his first album, Let's Get Lifted. Yeah, Luther's Superstar or A House Isn't a Home from Luther. Um, Even Dangerously in Love from Beyonce. There's a lot. But I've really been guarded from love. I've been like a G for so long because I'm like, I can't let my heart be broken
You
again
doing it?
in these California streets. No way. I just want love.
She's ready now, though. She's ready now.
Yeah.
Hopeful, so let's find her.
No, it'll come to me. I don't want anyone to find me anything.
I said,
Y'all are some
hopeful.
scoundrels.
We're gonna find her.
Okay, what I have to give you prerequisites though. I have to give you a list of like they have to have at least these things.
Yeah. We should match more. This is cool. This looks so
Yeah.
planned.
Isn't this cool? I told you this is why I love live. I do. It's really fun. And you do meet people on live. Although I have to say, the people in my DMs, man, I, that could depress me if I actually.
It goes down in the DMs.
But they're getting better. They're getting better. They're
Goes
getting better.
down in the DMs.
And live is helping me. It's very therapeutic for me to just talk to my phone to the internet.
You do so good at lives on your own. Like
I'm like a talk show. I'm a show, basically.
you are the show.
It's practice for something because you were on one of my first ones, but there was a few with zero, and I would just say I'm going to stay on for an hour. I don't care if there's no one on the live. At one time, there will be.
Yeah. Well, this is how long did it take you to build up an audience?
As soon as I could go live, I started going live twice a day. And then I got on with a live agency that contacted me. So they were the ones that like invited me to the TikTok headquarters. I went to the TikTok headquarters. I've done some lives on the For You page, which was kind of traumatic because I never had that many trolls saying like horrible things. I remember getting off the live and crying. Um,
Wow.
but I don't know. Sometimes it fluctuates. Sometimes I'll have hundreds of people or 100 people. Right now, there's 44 people on my side. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that I'm comfortable and that I show up. It's just me showing up talking. That's it. My only
Cool.
prerequisite is that I show up and talk.
That's cool. Well, I got a starting five on my side. We got a basketball team.
There you go. Listen, think that's a big deal. 5 people are choosing to be with you out of anything in this world. Um, Paper Chaser said it's hard to take down walls. I don't even think I have walls. I just don't.
So I'm looking at my team, right? I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out who will be my starting point guard.
I was point guard when I played basketball.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Someone said, I had a busy life. Then I saw you doing good and I wanted to participate. Now this. Where are you at, Petkov? Where are you located in the world? And who actually loves Hope? Who actually is like, Hope is it? She speaks well. She's my dream. And I had a guy tell me that one time. He was like, "You are my dream girl." And I said, you...
My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. My dream.
You must be really tired, Keith.
Look at me now. Well, you can tell. I know. No,
This is
okay.
so funny.
No, sorry. I have this thing about me when I'm tired. It's like as close as possible to me being drunk.
I know it is a similar thing. Paper Chaser said he loves Hope is speaking, and you do. Because I come on in the morning and I motivate. I motivate. If you come on my motivation lives, Keith, you'd be like, look at Hope go. This is freestyle, but usually I'm here motivating people.
Is Paper Chaser usually there in the mornings?
Yeah, Paper Chaser comes on into most of my lives. Most of my lives, he comes on. Matt, there's a few that always come on, but Paper Chaser has been around for a while, and he is in California as well.
Paper Chaser's been there for a while.
Yeah.
Been there for a while. None of these pounds can touch me.
You're right.
Been there for a while. None of these.
You've
I
been
wish
here
y'all
for
knew
a
all
while.
the
You've been here
references.
since the
I
fire
hope
was
y'all know some of
lit.
these references that I sing in. I gave y'all a lot of songs tonight.
You sure did. You guys need to gift Keith and go follow Keith because Keith puts on.
Follow Keith and gift me.
And why should they follow you, Keith? What
Why should
value do
you
you
follow
provide
me?
to their social media space?
Besides the fact that I am one of Hope's number one hosts, co-hosts. You know, if you ask Hope if she could choose anyone to go live with, I'll be top two.
Yes.
So hey, that's a big deal in
Yeah.
itself. Do I need to say more? No, but I also like hope. I do love encouraging people. I love inspiring people. I love speaking,
Yeah.
and I
Keith
speak with
is.
passion.
Why did you come on tonight?
Well, I had zero plans of coming on tonight. Um, I'm not particularly inspired tonight, but hope is speaking, and that's enough for me.
Did you know I was on?
I did not know. I'm actually, as Hope knows, I'm not really a TikTok person. I'm getting into it more because of Hope. It's Hope's push. Um, and that's what we do. We push each other, help each other to get uncomfortable sometimes. But I decided to just check out TikTok, and then I saw your thing was like highlighted, and I was like, I think that means you live. So I hopped
I
on,
know.
and you asked, and I was like, why not?
Yeah, I saw it because it lets me know when you start scrolling the app. I was like, Keith is on. Paper Chaser said, I love Hope is speaking. And then he said, the pineapple isn't convincing me, but you're cool. It's not convincing you of what, Paper Chaser? If I give someone the stamp, you know that they are all the way positive, they are empowering, and it's really not any just lame people, because I don't really give people a stamp and I don't allow people just to come on my side of the platform.
Paper
So
Chaser is not feeling the pineapple.
that's what he said. But he said, you're cool. He said he knows you're awesome.
Appreciate that. If you guys come on Wednesday night when I actually am alert and not
Yes.
under the influence
Yeah.
of,
Under the influence.
of drowsiness,
Okay. I was okay.
I'm gonna be coming with some fire.
That's right. And as I said, we will be coming live every Wednesdays for like speaking, talking about public speaking. There will be a lot of stories. Actually, we're going to do more questions. If you just want to learn how to speak better or be more comfortable with public speaking, because that's what we learned also with Toastmasters. If you don't even know what Toastmasters is, I think it's a good resource because we make this look easy, but this is a skill to talk and to be comfortable talking.
Yeah.
And I want to be the voice of that, and just for people to feel more comfortable talking. And the weekends, I'm me. I'm always me, but it's more relaxed. I'm not always going to be talking about the men that I've broken their hearts during the week. I don't actually want to highlight that anymore because Hope is a lover,
If you missed it tonight, you missed it.
and
So it's gonna be
and
positive talk. We're gonna try to leave those stories out for except maybe when you join us in person and we have like a little kickback and you ask some stories off the record.
yeah,
Maybe when we
exactly.
start the meet and greets, the retreats.
The retreats, yeah, and I already have that one, in October. Paper Chaser said I have to roll with the woman. Which woman? Are you talking
Yeah.
about your wife or me? Um, I want to
Someone
just
said
authentically be me.
I got someone on my side comment and my person
Okay.
they said what did they say? They said they want to listen to our advice. Okay, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean if you have any questions, we haven't had that much questions tonight. We were just kind of flowing. So if you have any questions, feel free to throw some questions in. Um and we'll do our best to answer.
You Hope. He said he got to roll with me, Paper Chaser. You rolling with the best one, baby. Listen,
You
you rolling
rolling
with the best one, okay? The West
you
one.
you rolling with the big boys tonight,
The
paper chase.
big boys. And I will always come and just be honest. Yeah, I'm a speaker and I'm a person and I enjoy TikTok. So I want to just show up as me, and when you relate, great. If you don't, that's great too. But authenticity means a lot to me. And I'm building something. I seek to unite and bring people together. So if you hear any of my stories and it makes you laugh, that's what I'm on. And here's the other thing. I know there's people that haven't talked to me in years and they come on and watch me. And I just want to say a shout out to those people. Uh, shout out to anyone who's just keeping an eye out. And I appreciate it all. Okay. I appreciate it all because it's only getting bigger and better, especially with Keith. And I really appreciate y'all. I do. Yo, my hopefuls have been around through a lot. So that's what it's about. And Keith is here. I got him up here. It's
Appreciate
almost two in the
y'all.
morning, 3 in the
Hope,
morning.
hopefuls, I appreciate you guys too.
Anything else, Keith? Because I know you want to go get some sleep. So close up your statement. Do your call to action.
My call to action. I just want to encourage you guys to stay in the best places. And right now, the best place is here.
That's
Stay,
right.
stay locked in to hope. Turn on your notifications
Yeah,
because make sure you cast your net wide. Open your arms, cast your net wide because anything she drops is gold.
it's gold, baby. And Paper Chaser said, I fell in love with your speaking since I first heard you, Hope. Thank you, Paper Chaser. You give me a lot of great compliments, and I appreciate you because really, this is not only a passion, this is like a profession, but it was just me showing up. I did not know it would grow. I did know it would grow, but I appreciate you. I do. I really do. And I saw you. I got up early. I was on live at like 7 or 8 in the morning and I talked for about 2 hours and you were there. So
What
thank you.
paper you
That's what,
dedicated, man?
man, I got up and said I had a message.
Paper,
Yeah.
you like what would you say paper like top five hopefuls right now on TikTok?
Paper Chase is definitely in the top five. Him, Mag, who I think went to sleep. Um, there's another I am frei, which is a German word for woman. I am woman. Yeah, there's a few. There's a few. And they've been supporting me for a while. So I appreciate it. And you too, Keith. I gotta give a shout out to you
Top
because
five.
our friendship has really been a labor of like speaking and honesty, and it's really been helpful. And that day where I spoke early in the morning was the day after we spoke, and we talked about some projects we wanted to work on. It like put that fire under me. I was like, let me get up and get on it. Let me get up and journal out what I'm going to do. Let me speak early and then I'll come on later. Like I'm back to speaking twice a day. Um, and I made more affirmations that I posted to my YouTube. So you can follow or subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Hope is Speaking. I post all of my lives under TikTok lives. I have meditations, affirmations, speaking content, confidence content. So I just like this. I really love this. And it is it's teaching me about myself because I know I'm affecting people and it means something to me. I really want to be a voice of inspiration and change. So
What?
And I will be deeply in love with the most perfect gentleman. I'm speaking that into existence. And I'll speak and encourage and have the man of my dreams. And he'll have the woman of his dreams. And we'll have the life of our dreams.
I I wish I had a song for that.
Keith, come on, you gotta think of the song. You young cats need to be able to go.
My dream, my dream,
That's
my
not
dream, my dream, my dream.
that's not a song, Keith. You just made that up.
No, no, what? I can't believe you trying to style me like this. Why
Paper
would you say?
Chaser said he's the number one hopeful.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah, I thought that's Tracy Baker. I don't know. You may be tied. There's a few of them.
I have to prove you wrong. Listen. My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. Tell you my dream is to live my dream. You're the most I in my sleep when me say. Tell you my goal, my goal, my goal. All of my goal is to reach my goal. Live a happy life, put it on me headstone. Nobody know me cry. Exactly. Look at me now, when them treat me less than gold. Look at me now, look at me now, look at me now. All right then, money pull up, DJ pull up the
Who is
track.
this? Not in my book. Yeah, Paper Chaser, you're number one. I'll give that to you. I'll give that to you. Who is that?
Don't doubt me.
Who is that, Keith, that you just put on?
Don't. His name is Nesbitt.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to go and put that on my YouTube
Don't
so I can.
doubt me.
All hopefuls are number one. That's right, Paper Chaser. That's right. That's with that positivity. Ain't no just one number one. You all number one. That's why I used to tell all of the gentlemen, you're number one. You're number one.
But but Paper Chaser, there's a history with these hopefuls. Before social media, well, before
Yeah.
the hopeful social media, there were hopefuls. There are some what would you call it? You know, when before they launch an app, they have I don't know what they call it, the prototypes.
Yeah.
There's some prototypes. uh,
Yeah, the
Hope had followers before she had account.
followers. Yeah, it's just the voice, man. To be honest, I just want to really encourage people. Thank you for sending that to. I want to encourage people. I really do. There was a tragedy that was told to me, and it was one of the reasons why I chose to speak. And it was someone who was assaulted with a weapon, and someone watched as that happened. And I said, wow, th- w- could, this is bigger than just like a follower. This is really, really like a powerful movement because, and I'm being completely serious. I'm not one to say people should do more. I'm really doing my part, and the word can be so important to allowing someone to feel good or encouraged or to try. Or when we go through traumas, sometimes life can be hard, and just hearing one word or one sentence or one speech can add to your life. So the bigger thing is, I want to really encourage people. I want someone to see me and say, I see myself. I can do it. I can dream. I'm going to try. And that's really why I speak. It's bigger than a labor of love. And I saw it with my dad. So I'm continuing this, and I didn't think it could be possible, and things are really happening in such a beautiful way. So, aside from everything, my heart is fully in this. That's why I'm honest. That's why I come on every day. And that's why I'm growing, because people feel it. And that's all for me. Just for people to feel the love and feel loved and feel like they can show up and be seen and try. So that's really what the word of hope is for. And Paper Chaser said I was meant to be a hopeful before I was born. Thank you, Paper Chaser. Thank you.
Yeah,
Now,
I do want to commend you because persons, what you're doing is powerful. And persons need hope. Hope, no pun intended. There's so much noise out in the world, and there's so much things to consume, and to have someone who consistently shows up and they're able to tap in and kind of get a positive message or an encouragement, and they could actually connect with you. You know, it's good. Persons need that. So persons probably show up just wanting to hear an encouraging voice after maybe getting bad news or person's not believing in them. Now they get to hear someone who actually believes and speaks hope and you know something brighter to them.
yeah. Thank you.
You do my
Thank you. Well, I'll be up there with Lisa Nichols, me, you, Lisa. Someone in my family said, I think I like what you're doing. You're like our family's ghetto Iyanla Van Zant. And as I said, I was like, I'll take that as a compliment, you know? Being compared to her, I don't see that as a negative thing. And I made that post about self-belief. It's not about if people believe in you, it's about you believing in you. It really is. People don't believe until they see the bigger picture. So, and people are idiots. They're idiots that don't iron their shirts.
I ironed the front of my shirt. I didn't iron the
Keith,
bottom.
did you only ironed the front?
Yeah. 'Cause I wore a jacket today.
I know, but what about you're in the Bahamas? When you take off your jacket, do you ever think like, oh, geez, the back of my shirt isn't pressed?
Didn't take off my jacket.
As warm as it is, you never took off your jacket.
I was in a hotel shooting an event.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you guys keep it extra cold with your air conditioner.
Yeah. And it was a Saturday morning. I didn't want to. I didn't want to wake up. I wanted to sleep. I wanted to sleep in today.
Well, can you sleep in tomorrow?
I gotta be able to. It's 3 o'clock.
Yeah, but you've done that before. Like we've talked, and you're like, I gotta get up in like 2 hours. I said, well, you can do that. You're
Yeah,
like,
no, but
you're
no,
still in your 20s. You can do that.
barely.
Listen, that's why I stopped drinking. And I used to drink a lot. I stopped drinking at what, 28? Because
Cause what?
no, because I run 5 miles in the morning. Do you know how it is after you drink 4 bottles of champagne and stay out till 5 a.m. and try to get up at 7 a.m.? I mean, I could do it. I did it for years, but it starts, to be completely honest, there were three things. That incident in Paris that I told you about, I was like, yo, I got really out of control because I was drinking all that champagne and arguing with old boy and then the soccer player. And then it's not who I want it to be. There was a time where it was fun being like the drunken champagne girl, but it's cool when you're 25. It's not cool when you're 35. It definitely isn't cool when you're 45. And if you're still doing it at 55, you haven't gotten it. To me, the point is I'm not telling people not to drink. I'm saying do it until it no longer serves you. I've done it all around the world. the best alcohol with the best men and women, but God, it no longer feels good. It no my body it doesn't serve my body. It's not helping my body. I like to be clear. And then I got really upset and drunk and made out with this really unattractive, like 400-pound man. And I was so ashamed of myself. I stopped that next day. So there's that too.
That stopped you from drinking?
Yeah, if you would have seen, I'll have to send you because again, it's VIP. I'm always in some special section, but the gentleman, I didn't even know that I grabbed his face. I, yeah, drinking was no longer serving me. Even clubbing, it was nice until it just wasn't. And it's probably why my skin and everything looks great now because it doesn't, unless you're paying me to come to a club and give a motivational speech, I'm not going to be there. I'm taking myself to sleep. Paper Chaser said you also have to separate falling in love with the speaker and from teaching. Um, no, I believe it's both. I don't have to do anything. Remember that. There's that fire sign coming out. But yeah, I think when I speak, I teach. And when I teach, I'm obviously speaking. So I just don't like being told what to do, Paper Chaser, especially by a man. Some can't separate the two. I don't
Someone
know
said
if
they
I know
stopped
how to.
drinking as well, Pat Cove. What are you saying? You stopped drinking because your money had to go somewhere? Now you just buy water?
That.
You ran out of money? Like you were spending too much money, you're saying?
Who?
Someone on my side saying something about I can't
Petco
remember.
was on my side. Now he's coming over to your
Ah,
side. Yeah,
that's
he'll.
oh you like
It
all over.
sometimes doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's not harmful.
Yeah, yeah, it's not that harmful.
Do you drink a lot, or do you drink when you're out?
So you think he's on both sides?
He just keeps
Okay.
back.
No, I don't drink a lot. I I had one drink today. I was at an
What
event.
did you drink today? What was your drink of choice?
It was like some gin with cran and orange juice.
Oh, now I get it. Sorry, Keith. I get what you're saying. You have to separate falling in love with the speaker, me, and from the teaching, what I'm teaching. Now I get it. Okay. All right.
Oh,
Understood. So, vodka and orange juice, you said?
yeah, and cran. It was nice.
Was it fresh orange juice or was it like concentrated?
Like that regular stuff. Concentrate, blueberry.
Okay. You know,
Bluebird. Sorry, bluebird. They call it bluebird.
in the Bahamas, I was drinking that rum. Okay, that
I'm drinking
delicious
rum
rum.
with Red Bull.
No Red Bull.
That's crazy.
I used to love like vodka and Red Bull. Oh, I
I
loved it.
I just think it's such a crazy combination.
It is.
I'm
It
a like
is.
I'm too scared to drink something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's extreme. And I started drinking young because I was with all of these kids from like my neighborhood. So
Rum and
maybe
Red Bull.
7. Huh?
I said I wouldn't even drink energy drinks by itself. Like
Oh, yeah. Red Bulls are delicious. They used to be, but now, no.
yeah, I know a guy who he used to drink two monsters a day at work, and I think he had like a heart problem, so that kind of scared me.
Yeah, of course he had a heart problem. You're not supposed to be drinking all of that caffeine. These people are nuts. Why do you need all of that? Go to sleep. Eat some carrots. Drink water.
Yeah, that guy, I think he had like a heart attack in his 40s.
Is he alive still?
Yeah. But I didn't witness him having a heart attack, but I was working with him at the time. So it's like, I kind of had like first-hand experience with seeing the effects.
Hmm.
So I'm like, no, I mean, even before that, I never, I would have only drank one Red Bull. I mean, maybe one Red Bull and one Monster before that in my entire life.
Hmm.
But so I wasn't a fan of it. But after that,
Yeah, it's a lot of sugar and caffeine.
I would have to be some vegan, caffeine proof free um, energy drink to get me to drink it.
Do you drink coffee?
Rarely. I don't really
Tea?
need it. Once in a while.
Tea?
Nah, I'm not like a tea fan. I'm like an orange juice guy,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
So
my sister, we were with a friend of mine and she was like, he wants orange juice. He's a black man. All black men like orange juice. I was like, Samantha, everybody likes orange juice. Like, that is the universal drink. It's not just because he's a black dude. She's like, all black dudes got some orange juice in their fridge.
I actually got no juice. I got rum though. Got
Check
liquor.
this picture. You have rum in your fridge?
Got liquor, but I got no juice.
Who you got looking for when you have company? When you have a sexy visitor?
Just me. That's why my liquor. That's why my liquor lasts long.
Yeah, I like to have liquor in my house for others, but I don't care to drink. Check this picture I'm going to send you, Hope. I can't send you direct picture on this talk. This one was a purple Lamborghini, blind man style. Unless you're actually sending me a purple Lamborghini, don't send me a picture of a purple Lamborghini. I know what it looks like. But you can send me a purple Lamborghini. I'll take that. I love a Lamborghini. I prefer a Ferrari in the Ferrari red, and that's it. Okay. I love a beautiful woman driving a sports car. I love it. And I would definitely have a Ferrari. Oh, no. Keith, really, if you have to get your beauty
Yeah,
rest,
I gonna call it a night.
yes, you should, because I'm going to too. It's 12:30. Let me see how long we've been on. We've been up 3 hours and 27 minutes. That is more than enough. So this was a wonderful live. I will do my closing statement. Then you can do a closing statement, and we will both see you Wednesday. So I close all of my lives with, first of all, subscribe to my YouTube because there's more content and I'm active on YouTube. Follow me if you haven't followed me here. Like, share, subscribe, tell everybody there's this hot girl with this crazy hair that's on TikTok. You got to check her out because I'm here to uplift. And I mean it. I'm really here to uplift and inspire, make you laugh, and really bring some sort of good feeling. And if you know any interesting suitors, hit me in the DMs or just go to Cash App or Venmo and say, I like you, ho. Here you go. My link is in the bio. You can click on it. The first box is my TED Talk. That will tell you more about me. I'm really about this. It's more than TikTok. This guy knows I've been at this for years and it's growing every year. So if you go to my link in bio, it says my TED Talk, or go to YouTube and put Hope TED Talk emergency landing. I'll come up and it will give you insight on what I do. And finally, these are my 3 statements that I close with on all my lives. Before I say that, I don't come on at a scheduled time. So you will have to, like Keith said, set your notification to let you know I'm live. And if you miss me, I upload all of my lives onto YouTube. I have over 200 lives uploaded. So if you miss me, you can go to my lives. They're like podcasts. They're all at least 90 minutes. This one's over 3 hours. Some of them are, the longest one was 6 hours. I talked for 6 hours straight. So now my closing statements. The first one, be the reflection of love because we all come from an infinite source of love. The second one, show up. Show up. I showed up. Then Keith showed up. Then y'all showed up. And we had a good time. But you can't do it if you don't show up. And it means showing up for yourself. It means showing up for your body when you work out. It means showing up for your dream. And all it takes for you is to show up, to commit to showing up. And my third statement is always what I feel in this moment, and that is feel the love from the others that love you. Keith is a great friend of mine, and even in this week, I've gained so much from him because I'm like, y'all, we're all the same. We're going through life. We're striving. We're growing. We may doubt. And sometimes you need that love or support of another to continue to support and show up for yourself. So allow the love of others to show you the love that is you. And that's what I will close with. I want you to follow Good Energy Keith and listen to his final closing statement. And yes, Paper Chaser, you do know that no one can tell me what to do. So thank you. Keith?
It's like my life. Hey, hey,
I'm a Paper Chasers.
yes, yes. Love what you said. Hope, love what you're doing again. Shout out to my boy Gibby Dunn.
Give
Gibby
me
Dunn
done. I
just
don't know
joined the
who this is.
live, aka Pastor Gibby. Went to school together. Gibby Dunn. I dead tired, bro. But I just showing up for my friend. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I can hop on. I ain't doing nothing, and I end up here for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we coming live again on Wednesday. So guys, if y'all wanna actually hear me talking a little bit of sense and being more coherent, please show up on Wednesday. But this was fun. This was fun, and that's my thought for the night. Have fun. I love that Hope has that flexibility where, well, she knows that I could be serious. But tonight, I was just all about having fun because, like I said, I wasn't prepared. I was already tired from my started. So it was just all fun and jokes. And I feel like you guys even got value from that. So I'm glad that you guys could get value, some value from me. And I'm happy for Hope's followers and all that you guys, not even Hope followers, the hopefuls.
The
Ah, that even
hopefuls.
sounds like that. Hope followers, hopefuls. Ah, I didn't think about it that way. On Wednesday, what time? Hope. Gibby's accent.
What time did we meet last time? I
We
think it
met
was
seven. We met at seven
was
last
it
time.
7 year time?
Yeah, let's probably do eight. So I way I could probably hit the gym.
Okay. So
Like
if it's 8
like
your
seven
time,
thirty
that's
eight.
5 my time. Yeah, that's 5 Pacific. So 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 Eastern.
What she said. Yeah, that's all I got, guys. Have fun, learn lessons,
Get some sleep.
get some sleep.
Yeah, because it's late. So I love you all. Go sit by a fire, cuddle up, find out what you're going to send me for Valentine's Day. And know you are always your perfect Valentine. These mofos are whack. Just stay your own Valentine. Good night, Keith. We will be in touch and exciting. Thank you for joining. I'm hanging up.
See ya.
Bye.